everybody. Welcome to Near Mid Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. I'm your host, the Astonishing Melanie, and this is the main host, Uncanny Omar, and together we are fused together, Omni.
Well, fusion, not fused together. That makes it sound like a creepy horror movie. Fusion sounds a lot cooler because it's Dragon Ball.
Fusion together?
Fusion!
That's not English.
Ha! Well, neither was Dragon Ball Z, okay?
I knew you were going to say that.
8 years.
Thank you guys for the sweet words that are escaping me. English words that are escaping me. Oh, congratulations for 8 years.
Hey, Code X Comic Station. I got your message from Tina, and I would love to come on sometime. And thank you so much for asking. But yes, I would love that. I'll have to work. She does our TikTok, so I'll have to work with her. But thank you so much, and thank you everybody for being here. That's right. It's crazy that
you're watching Small Soldiers. That's awesome.
That's great. Are you part of our movie club? Words are hard. There's Tina.
Hey,
speaking
Tina,
of,
I hope your kitty's okay.
Oh yes, 8 years.
Patrick says,
time flies.
Here since the beginning.
Wow, that's awesome, Patrick. Thank you so much. It's been crazy how much has changed.
We never figured out what kind of pickle it was.
Maybe one day. That'll be the final episode. It wasn't a pickle all along. Actually, I learned a lot about that thing that day.
Oh man! So we have a super chat.
Super sticker from Craig. What's up, buddy?
I don't see a
Let's see what
comment. However, let me give you a gift. Thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for being here. The Saturday morning stream wasn't always part of our Saturday or our part of our segments. I started it, as a matter of fact, because of 2020, and I just felt like I miss talking to people. Nobody was getting out. Since March of 2020, I've been doing the Saturday stream. It's been a blast. Yeah. 1.8 more thousand to 100,000. Thank you.
You do better than me.
Hey, you guys!
He's so cute.
Sloth is cute.
Hey, Chris. Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
I mean, I want Gollum as a pet. Gollum's adorable.
Okay, that's illegal.
He could.
You can't have him as a pet.
He could be a traitor and betray me any day.
Okay.
Happy NFC anniversary. Your welcome to all levels of collectors. And the help you provide to each of us has been great. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and friendship. Oh, thank you.
And I'm joining Chris on his podcast. I think when we come back in July. So
oh, fun.
Chris is a good people. It's like turmeric. This is dirty mop water, my friend. Dirty mop water. Although turmeric is good. I swear, the older you get, the more you learn about these natural things. Like, oh, turmeric is good for your blood pressure. Or I'm like, oh, it is. Well, more turmeric in my orange juice then.
To prevent cancer.
Oh, that's what
perhaps
it
plays a part.
Perhaps.
I got my copy of my
science.
Batman Batman through the year smug. Great mug. Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome, dude.
The real pickle was the friends we made along the way. The real pickle was Bob
Decent. Bob Decent. Poor Bob Decent House.
8 years, you were barely an adult. Oh no.
Oh, be quiet, Elon. You were always an adult. Thank you so much, Alex. I hope you're doing well, my brother.
So how excited is everyone now that Batwoman and Batman Night Quest Omnis are evergreen now?
How did we
is that what you all decided?
No, they did not vote for Batwoman, and Jess, who brought it up, like, was completely a defeatist. I was like, dude, you got to fight for it. So thank you so much, bro. Nice. Yes, this is actually a near mint condition shirt.
You can get one, get you a sticker.
And they ship internationally, my friend. So you can get one of these.
And thank you for the shout outs to Ray's, my symbiote.
Yeah, people have been watching for a while.
I got this in Japan last year. Like, oh, yeah.
Near mint condition has been going on for 8 years, but only 4 with not sleeping. That is so true.
John, thank you for the
super chat.
What is the most disturbing comic you've ever read? Oh, I don't want to read
Trouble.
Oh gosh, yes.
No. There's been so many more disturbing comics than that. What Ed Gein did, that one, but I mean, because it's based on real things, right? It's a creepy book, and Eric Powell just knocked it out of the park with his artwork in that. If you haven't read this, this was one of my favorite reads in 2022, I think, when it came out. I mean, I could take the easy road and go with Garth Ennis's oh, what the heck is that series called? But the zombies, and man, it's like Garth Ennis outdoing Garth Ennis more than he did on Preacher. It's like, oh yeah, you think that's edgy? Wait until I do this. What the heck is that series called? Can't remember. Dirty Mop Water has a certain.
I'd like to reread
umami.
It's one word. Infidel. I'd like to reread that.
Crossed. Thank you, Scott's Cross. That was it. Yeah. I could take the easy road and say Cross was messed up. It was just really Garth Ennis just trying to outdo Garth Ennis. Yes, thank you all. Turmeric.
Pilgrim?
No, not Pilgrim.
Is Infidel the one I'm thinking of?
Infidel's the one that's horror. Yeah. That one's good.
Like to reread that one. Hey, Omar, glad to see some more Superman Omnis and collected editions are coming out in 2024.
Me too, buddy.
Did it. Now let's hope DC continues to pump them out.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
Was that the new printing of the Fantastic Four Omni by Wade in?
Yes, it is. It's my favorite Fantastic Four run. It's amazing. And like I shouldn't be rereading it because I should be reading something else, but it's just that good that I want to talk about it. I'm like, I'll reread it. Maybe I'll do an old reader, new reader, so I can finish reading it for that. Alf #1, where Alf breaks into a bully's bedroom is pretty disturbing.
I remember that.
He breaks into a bully's bedroom. What?
Matthew loves your content. The Krakoa era brought me back to comics
awesome.
After 25 years away. Wow. When are we going to start getting the Krakoa era Omnis, and how do you think they'll be mapped?
I'll be honest with you.
This has been like the question for the past couple weeks.
I've told David this. I should have had so David knows that people want it, but right now they want to focus on the new X-Men line, the new ones that are being started by Gail Simone and Jen McKay and Eve Ewing and all the other creators.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's just the way that we're doing it right now. We do want to go back to that. How it's going to be mapped, I don't know. I do know of an omnibus that's coming out, and I haven't announced it yet. That is part of the Krakoa era, so at least you know there's one that's coming. I'm not, the video hasn't been approved or anything. Actually, I'm waiting on the content of the book, but there isn't one that's coming. But it's probably not what you're thinking. It's not like a chronological volume 1, the Krakoa era. Nothing like that.
Hey, Lionheart.
What's up, Lionheart?
Hey, the collector.
How's it going? Thank you so much, you all. 8 years flies by. Taking a break from the collected editions because 30% racing. 30%, brother. But I'll be watching and happy anniversary. I'm sorry, 30%. Thank you so much, though.
Man,
30%. That's not cool. Oh, it sucks. Well, our taxes went up too like crazy.
Why is always a scared one to win an IC gift card?
This is the Omnibus. It's the Omnibus.
Ooh, and Nicholas has a suggestion about turmeric. I love this.
Oh, here we go. Mix turmeric powder with egg yolk and make scrambled eggs with it. Try it. It's so good. All right, Nicholas, you're on, buddy. You're on.
That does sound good.
Cholesterol will be shot up, but my chances of cancer shot down.
What are your top 3 favorite comic covers?
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? 3? It's
one of them. The Phoenix. You bought 2 of them.
No, this is of all time. Oh
no, but who was that? Just really quick, who drew that?
David Nakayama drew that one. Yeah. Oh man, this is hard because I think I actually did a video. I did a video on my channel.
42 years for your birthday?
Yeah, it was for my birthday. It was like 42 years, 42 cover.
No, you're not 42 though.
Well, not anymore, right? 44 years, whatever it was. Uncanny X-Men 251. I did one by year, by the way. I did one like, this came out in 86. This is my favorite cover that came out that year. Go and watch that video. It was a lot of fun. But off the top of my head,
is it Treble 1?
I got to go with Uncanny 251. All-time favorite, probably cover that an Uncanny X-Men's Wolverine on the cross, the X cross. Dark Knight 1 before it was called Dark Knight. Well, it's Dark Knight Returns, right? The whole thing is called now Dark Knight Returns. That's iconic. Oh, Ninja Turtles. Oh man, there's so many good ones.
3 is not enough.
3 isn't enough. That's why 42 was. I want to come back and do another one of those. Those were a lot of fun, honestly.
I remember years ago,
Transformers 5 is amazing.
Collection from my childhood of my comics for like Patreon.
Oh, I love JLA versus Avengers. JLA Avengers 4. It's the one with Superman holding Mjolnir and Captain America's shield. Oh gosh, that's so good.
How good was it?
It was that. It was so good.
Sorry, I missed your super chat. Here, Elon's got some advice for you. Hard turmeric is an aphrodisiac.
Well, then, double the turmeric on my scrambled eggs.
Smoke me a kipper. Which apparently is
breakfast.
fish and not sausage. Found that out last night.
NMC, 45 years, 45 comic
Thanks,
covers.
James.
Thank you. That was it. That was last year. My goodness. My buddy Keenan edited that video. That was a fun video. And if y'all want to see more of that, let me know, because I have more covers and more ideas. Do an 80s best
X-Men roster.
Oh,
And Saturday Morning Fan, that's a good idea. Best 80s covers.
Okay, I mean, I love the Outback years. This is my favorite era of X-Men. But I Storm as the leader, Wolverine, Rogue, Longshot, love Archangel. He wasn't in the Outback years, but I love that character. Psylocke, Quanon, to differentiate nowadays. The two. Back in my day, there was only one Psylocke.
Oh, okay. Breakfast.
I really like Honey Badger, so I'd put her on my team. And Armor, love Armor. Oh man, there's so many great Nightcrawler, Shadowcat, Colossus. I'm going through
that. Wait.
Forge and Banshee. Final answers.
Are you
those two?
But were those established rosters, or are you just making your dream team?
That's my dream team. Sorry,
okay.
I may have gone.
I doubt. I think it's okay. Charles Gold. That's an awesome name.
That is an awesome name. Don't make fun. It's hard to remember these things once you hit old Mars age. I appreciate that, Max. I hate you.
Let's see, John. Thank you for the super chat. Who owns the rights to Just a Pilgrim at this point? It was under Wizards Black Bull, and the last note was a potential
Dynamite edition
from
2008. I think. Gosh, 2008. What's interesting is a lot of publishers don't even know what they own the rights to. So I would say, you know what? I'll reach out to Dynamite and see, because people have been asking me about the Gargoyles Kickstarter, or ask about what's going on with that.
So I started a few good questions, and this one would segue nice. You could segue nicely into what's going on with the Conan Omnis. Seems like there hasn't been any since Titan got the license.
You're right, there hasn't been any. However, I double checked with my contact at Titan, and they reassured me that the Omnis are now scheduled to come out the last dates that they had. I think it was in July, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, good.
For the reprints, right? The reprints. Okay. But people are really looking forward to that Savage Sword, and they've got more lined up. So here's hoping they got things fixed the appropriate way. And yeah, I think the last I heard, they were going to send me an advanced copy of one, but I'll double check.
Rick Gear, congratulations! School is out. Graduation's on Sunday. Start reading the Kyle Rayner Compendium. It starts off great, way Spider-Man-esque. However, it hit the snag with the Teen Titans crossover.
Yeah, that's not the last crossover, but overall, that era is amazing. With
have a good summer.
Ron Mars and Daryl Banks. I actually loved when Judd Winnick took over that book. You making fun of me?
No, but if you say the word actually, I have to say it that way. How come Sideways wasn't an option for the DC Omni wish list y'all made?
Oh, because you could say, how come blank wasn't an option for the DC Omni wish list? We missed a lot, which if you left it, that's why we left a little. Did we miss one of your favorite books options? We will add it next year, because we were already looking at 600 plus books and then trimming it down. And it was just, it wasn't like this is what we do for a living, right? It was just a fun project that we did. And then we overdid it with the mapping, and Brandon helped out. Of course, Peter just is insane. Back in my day, there was only one Jean Grey.
Morning. I inquired last week about G.I. Joe Compendium versus a potential Omni. My question now is, should I sell my IDW G.I. Joe Complete Collection hardcovers, volumes 1 through 8, since they double dip?
Oh, they never finished it either. Sure, it's your books. Yeah, absolutely. The hardcovers are the sizes of the Transformers, the Faces 1 and 2 that are behind me, which you can't even see. They're back here. But that's okay. They're deluxe edition size.
Oh, I would read the next title.
Papers?
Nanny.
Beak! Oh my gosh, what are you, Grant Morrison? Hey, Phil, how are you doing, buddy? Phil actually played along with Amanda and I on the Planet of the Apes movie ranking, because he's actually seen some of the movies. Most of the time, Phil just joins in. He hasn't seen any current movies.
Oh, yeah. Kudos see you, Phil, that you see.
Joey, how are you, dude? You've been busy with school, my brother.
Graduated officially last week. Yay, congratulations. Woohoo.
Congratulations, man.
Happy 8th anniversary. Take care.
Thank you, buddy.
too.
That is the Star Wars Legends New Republic volume. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about the stories in there. It's over there, sorry. Right behind Melanie's head. Right there. It is coming out in July, so sometime in June, I'll be doing an overview of it.
There are actually quite a few missing Vertigo era titles on the DC list. Any plans for those?
Should be most of the Vertigo titles, because we skipped. We decided at the very, actually it was my decision at the very beginning. It just became a headache because we don't know who owns the licenses to these properties, because at any time they could shop, like Peter Milligan stuff. He could shop it around at Dark Horse, which has been done. So I said this year, because we've got a task of just mapping everything, let's leave Vertigo alone and we'll bring it back next year.
Oh, okay. It's deliberately written to ignore all the core lore. Hey, sweetie, you coming to say hi?
Everybody, we have our first guest
Alicia.
who's been on the channel, and this is our youngest daughter, Adjectiveless Alicia.
What? Oh my gosh, I looked on the wrong side.
Yeah, you did.
I can't tell.
You can't tell.
Sides when I'm looking at a camera.
You want to say hello?
Hi.
What is your name?
Adjectiveless Alicia.
Why are you Adjectiveless Alicia?
Because I don't got an adjective.
Because I don't got an adjective.
That's Kentucky
Yeehaw!
education for you. Say hi to everybody. You can go back upstairs. You don't have to stay here.
Hi.
You can say thank you. Smash that like button. You can say
Happy birthday, near in condition.
Oh.
well, thank you. Did you read that, or did you come up with that yourself?
And here's Lydia.
No.
Thank you so much. And then this is our oldest daughter, Lydia, who is also a big part of the channel. And both of these have been reviewing books with me since they were little. Our first video we did together was the unboxing when they were so tiny, and Alicia's all over the place, just jumping around and running and like, thank you for watching my Poppy's channel. That was adorable. You want to say hi, Lydia?
Hi.
Who are you?
Miss Lydia.
Miss Lydia. Okay. Well, why don't you remind people to smash what?
That like button. The subscribe button.
The subscribe button. That's right. If they're randomly here. Okay, you two go back upstairs.
Thank you, baby.
Bye.
Thank you for coming and saying hi.
And Javis Creed, thank you for the
8
super chat.
years. Yeah, 8 years like that, brother.
8 cheers
like
for 8
that.
years.
It's crazy.
I'm sure I wasn't looking. I'm sure, girls, wait. People were saying hi. I didn't have it up.
Hi.
Yeah,
Okay.
True stars of the channel. NMC, fantastic.
They are so
Future
great.
NMC management. And
That's
you're
right.
the mentees.
The junior mints. We'll be doing. We have to record that review tomorrow, Lydia. Okay.
Okay.
Rivy, how are you?
Y'all are a mainstay and pinnacle of the industry. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you, buddy.
And here's Nocturne.
Oh, Nocturne! I've been here since
Dan
Dan
was
was writing the YouTube notes.
notes.
That's right. He would write YouTube notes for the panel videos,
What are YouTube notes?
like the description of the video.
Oh, okay.
He would do that.
Omar's future replacements.
It's in good hands. It's in good hands. They're both bright kids. How did you all meet? Melanie and I. We were friends. She was friends with my brothers, and I had moved back home because
You're all in the same grade.
I'm not.
And he
I'm
was,
older.
4 years older.
So she was friends with my brother. She would come over, and then we just started becoming friends. And we took a trip to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and nobody else could make it the first couple of days. So we spent the first couple of days alone. And yeah, I started really liking talking to her. It
was before that. Like we kind of.
Oh yeah, we
kind
kind
of
of
talking.
Yeah, I remember staying up and talking to
and
you
then
until
wanted
like.
to talk to you the next day, and then like. Yeah.
And I remember thinking I could talk to her for the rest of my life.
Oh.
So I think that was the moment I realized I really wanted to start dating you.
That's so sweet. Because obviously there's something.
Hey! That's messed up. She was grooming me.
Oh man, alive.
It's a good question. How do we meet?
I started collecting omnis about a year ago, and only just found your channel a couple months ago. You guys do great work. Congrats to 8 years, and here's to 8 more.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here.
There was a question earlier. Rank these series from the Krakoan era: Excalibur, Marauders, X-Force, Hellions, Cable, Wolverine.
Okay, leave that up, baby.
Okay.
Hellions at the very top. That series was amazing.
Yeah. That was fun.
I had wished that Zeb Wells had stayed writing that instead of going into Amazing Spider-Man. But that series was amazing. After that, I really enjoyed Cable. I thought Cable was great. After Cable, probably Marauders. After Marauders,
I need to go back and reread Cable.
Probably X-Force. X-Force had its ups and downs. So X-Force, Wolverine, and Excalibur. Not that Excalibur was awful, but compared to the other ones, yeah.
Here, I got it.
I've been watching your channel for about 2 years, maybe more. Yeah. Anyway, congrats. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Brandon, I did write a script to
Oh yeah, she's doing a couple of reviews. Fables.
Yeah, I just started the
Captain
Fables
America.
one, but I finished Captain America: The Trade Stand by JMS. So I hope to film that soon because now school's out for summer.
I get my summer help back.
So now I can do some videos.
I get my summer help back.
But thank you, Brandon. Happy birthday, near mint conditions. And here, I hope for wonderful 20 more years. It's been a great 8 years. Wish I was here from the beginning.
Oh, thank you, Samuel. 20 more years. He's giving me like that's the end date. Like 20 years, I can retire. He's like, you're done. You did your duty.
Yeah, the 4-issue Cable miniseries was fun. Y'all should check it out. You play.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to get Cable, so I don't.
Oh, the Cable hardcover. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to read it. What else do I want to read? Oh yeah, Fantastic Four.
Did
wait, it's Young Cable?
Yeah, but it's solid. It's Jerry
Okay.
Duggan. Don't flip through it because there's a couple of surprises in there. Did Omar yap about Wolverine the whole time? I never stopped yapping about Wolverine. After Sabretooth, who's your favorite Wolverine villain to round out the top 3? That's hard because he has a lot of he has a lot of good ones that I enjoy. Sabretooth has gotta be number 1. Silver Samurai's up there, and Daniel Way. Final answer. Just kidding. I'm sorry if you like the Daniel Way run. Omega Red was cool, and then he got really cooler later on. Cyber was cool too when Peter David was writing him, and Larry Hama did some cool things with him, except for one of the Shiva scenario had a cool start. Lady Hydra, maybe? Madam Hydra, not Lady Hydra. I've been watching Omar since the inception of Omnibros Live. Inception. I was there for the conversation. I miss Gabe. That guy. Oh, I still keep up with those guys. I'm in that chat. I saw what looked like an advanced copy of Dying Inside by Pete Wentz in the thumbnail. I know what Amanda's going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. I texted her a picture of it. Yeah, it's an unfinished copy, too. Like the last 20 pages are not finished, so they sent me a PDF file to read because they were like, we need to get this out there to you, and that was really cool. I was not expecting that. Can you read just the X-Men issues of Krakoa era? Would you miss out on a lot? I mean, you could.
Well, to you, yes,
you could.
In your opinion, you would miss out a lot,
but I would at least read the crossovers. But the crossovers are also set up by things like Excalibur.
Oh, I see what you mean.
By Wolverine, but I mean, you could. It's just a lot harder because everything just relies on each other. Yeah, I think you'd be fine as long as you read the crossovers.
This is his job. He does nothing outside of YouTube.
Yeah.
He used to, but then 2020 made it his job.
Yeah.
Really beginning 2021.
Unless you mean hobbies. If you mean hobbies, what do I do outside of this?
Thank you so much to our Patreons that if you're a patron, like Omar couldn't create so much content, so thank you. Hey, Craig, I want to read Ryan North's Fantastic Four because Omar loves it.
So good. But my favorite Fantastic Four just got here, so you should read that. That thing is amazing. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. That's the second time I've said it.
Oh, thanks, James. I think Melanie's first appearance in an NFC video was one about Free Comic Book Day with the Junior Mints. Yeah, Melanie had that Selena Kyle short haircut back then. Oh yeah, I did.
You had it all chopped off.
Yeah, I think that.
What are the odds of a DC releasing a Joe Kelly Justice League JLA? I hope it comes one day. It has some of the best stories in there.
Now I want to reread X Lives of Wolverine X. Oh my gosh, no. There's so much to read.
You do this all the time.
I stress myself out.
you take all these books upstairs, and then I'm like, what are all these books doing here? You're like, I thought about reading
I'm
them.
in the I've started the Two Towers.
Blast. Look at that.
I'm making my way through Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four is my family.
Are any of the Omnibus appearing in a future Evergreen list?
Yes. I've invited Gio. And Lou and Gabe always have an open invitation to things like that. I think they're limited to how much time they want to spend, and I get it. It's I mean, we're talking like 3-hour streams. It's a lot. Gio's gonna do the manga one with us, and then I haven't mentioned Riley, but Riley and Peter and I have been talking, and I wanted to surprise people.
Sweet Pete.
But we want to bring back Matt, my ex, because there's just we had a lot of fun. It started started a little argument first with Peter mapping Daniel Way's Wolverine, and Riley reaching out and talking about how he had some strong thoughts. So when we were chatting, we were like, oh man, I miss those mapping things. And I was waiting for the right time for all four of us to do it again. So hopefully we will be back in June, but definitely by July, we will be coming back with Matt, my ex. And if you're not familiar with that, it's where the four people, myself, Peter, Crushing Crisis, Riley from Omnibus Collectors, and Oddfell map out non-existing Omnis. We started with X-Men, but then we like to venture out into other things, and eventually DC Omnis. That would be fun too.
Can you help Roberto Rodriguez decide what Predator Volume 2 Omni cover to get?
I like the classic, but that was the stuff that although the new one's good, go for the new one. The new standard edition cover solid too. It's really good.
What is your favorite superhero comic series that isn't DC or Marvel?
Maybe Invincible. I really liked Invincible. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Goofiness. Yeah, it didn't click with you. It didn't click with Maddie. I don't know. To me, I'm just like over the top violence.
Well, I do too.
Yeah, but like there's a little bit of a slow burn. There's that like what I like to call the Spider-Man era of Invincible, where he's learning to have his powers, and then you get the big twist, which I'm not going to say what it is in case people haven't watched it or read it. And then you go to, oh, there's bigger threats. And it kind of becomes like Dragon Ball Z, like, oh, bigger bad guys. Like, I dug it. And the art, Ryan Otley and Corey Walker with those colors, my gosh. But I guess Invincible, if I had to think about it.
Any chance of the first Spider-Gwen Omni to be reprinted? Got Spider-Ghost.
Yeah, I know.
Need the first.
I think it just went out 2 years out of print. Here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and tell you all something right now. I think most people that watch my channel probably already know this. I announced Dark Web last Sunday, and I see a lot of negative comments in the comment section, like, oh, how can they do this and stuff?
Oh, I think Ryan said something too.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing to always remember. Much like Spider-Gwen, when I announced that, there were negative comments for that. Anytime there's negative comments for a book, and that book goes out of print, I'll start seeing things pop up like, when are they going to reprint this? So I imagine in like 2 years' time, it's going to be, when are they going to reprint Dark Web? Because I remember the Clone Saga was the same way. I can't believe Marvel was doing the Clone Saga. And then it went out of print, and then people voted to get reprinted, which is just insane because people hated that story. Not everybody, just it seemed like the majority. It's just crazy. But things like that always happen. Like I see hate for something, and then all of a sudden it's like, the book is gone, and then slowly
superhero, so you could pick Transformers.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Although they are my superheroes.
I need to get
Got my Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Volume 10 on pre-order. King of Jackals. What are you getting?
Where's your power bomb?
This one.
Huh?
Oh baby, I have no idea.
Oh.
I think it's in a stack somewhere.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna get it so I don't forget to read it.
It's Ben Riley. Of course they're gonna do Dark Web, and they should. When's the next Dread overview? Well, I was hoping to be done by June, but I don't think it's going. I'm just realistically speaking, I don't think that one's gonna happen until July or August. So, but I'm still reading through them. What's up, adorable Brent Hogan? Are you feeling positive that Conan Omnis will come out this fall? Melanie, how is the end of school going?
School's over. Well, I'll go on Tuesday for closing day. But yes, thank you for asking. School's over. And Omnis, you said, should be coming out in July?
Yep. No more. Well, knock on wood, unless there's something horrible that happens, no delays for the Conan reprints from Titan. And then we can start getting the new ones.
Favorite Marvel omnibus to collect to read? Hulk by Peter David.
Oh, if you haven't read Hulk, it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. I gotta go with Uncanny. Yeah. Even though I like incl, I went with the DM. I usually go with the DM, and I like the classic covers. Yeah, and that one was tough because I didn't get the Greg Land cover. I actually gave that one away, and I really like the DM of the first volume, but I like the standard of volume 2 more. I saw on the DC list Superman Triangle Years era volume 2, but not volume 1. Does volume 1 already exist? Oh, you don't know? Oh, I get to break the news. Yes, volume 1 is coming out later this year. Yes, and mapped wonderfully, except for the fact we're missing that era of the Eradicator between Exile and the Triangle Years, but Triangle Years comes out later this year. So I'm glad you were here.
I hope DC does a Smallville season 11 Omni that comic book series that was fun and followed the events after the series ended. Looking at grabbing the Harrow County Complete Edition, you gave a 5 out of 5 to the 4 books a while ago. Do you still feel that strongly about it?
Oh, it's good. I would have to reread it. Did we do an old reader, new reader on that? Is James here? He would be the one that knows. And I'll be honest, it's a fast read because you just dive into the world. Cullen Bunn, man, he is so good. 5 out of 5. I think I would. And Tyler Kirk's artwork is just eerie and creepy. And I remember reviewing it and somebody saying, "Don't be saying that word." Like they were dead serious about saying the word "haint." It's like, you can't be saying that because what they call them in the South, like ghosts and stuff.
Oh.
And because apparently it's a bad thing. Like you shouldn't be saying it. And I was like, but I'm talking about it as a subject. Please don't put any curses on me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, Wingu, and it's Cosmos shop time, but really quick, how many pages do you think Dark Web Omni will be?
I want them to add Hallows Eve in there. People have asked me if I can ask them to add Hallows Eve. I'm assuming
Harrow County has not been an old reader.
600. Oh, it hasn't. Oh, it's time to then, because I really like that series.
And yeah, Omar really loves Nice House in the Lake, and I need to read it as well.
I loved it so much. I told my brother the pitch, and he was like, "Oh, that sounds good. Is it a movie?" And I'm like, "It's a comic book." And he was like, "Can I borrow it?" So he's borrowed it for I don't know how long.
Tommy has it?
Manuel.
Oh,
Manuel has it, yeah. But he's loving it. What is the best Hulk story?
Okay, and then Cosmos.
Oh yeah,
Cosmos. BD Cosmos.
BD Cosmos. We should do it at 11:45, but if you want to do it early, that's fine.
We usually do it at 11:30.
We actually need to shut up, Omar. Okay, your wife is right. What is the best Hulk story? Me personally, I love Peter David's Hulk. Like that to me is top tier. Everything from the beginning to the Maestro to the very end to Hulk the End, which is a masterpiece. But it's a little bit of a slow burn at first because, Peter David is actually the first storyline is called Tying Up Loose Ends, or Loose Ends, I think is what it's called. He ties up the loose ends from the previous run, and then he starts building his own mythos. Oh, and it's so good. Inspired a lot by, of course, Bill Mantlo and Barry Windsor Smith's Monster. Bill Mantlow's take on the Hulk, which is, of course, a lot of people say that it was Barry Windsor Smith's idea, but I'm not here to even get into that. But I will say something like Planet Hulk will be a lot more accessible. Shut up, Ryan. Planet Hulk is so accessible. Like knowing in very little about the Hulk and just reading it cover to cover is amazing. Seriously. The Hulk from beginning to now.
Okay.
What's the best Alf story?
About, little shop called BD Cosmos.
They are based out of Montreal, Quebec, and they have a website, bdcosmos.com. They are your official store for graphic novels, the Canadian leader for graphic novels and big books. 25% off your order for 99 Canadian dollars or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for over $200 or more. But you can tell them to ship everything together, to hold everything back. Now, keep in mind, they take care of shipping because, like, that rough Canadian weather can really take a beating on your books. So let them know that Near Mint Condition sent you their way, and you'll be added to the monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and existing customers. So give them a call. Let them know that Near Mint Condition sent you their way, and that's
BD Cosmos with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Hey.
There we go. Kate's Hulk. Donnie Kate's Hulk. The spaceship Hulk.
Adam can't decide whether to buy Planet Hulk. I'm hoping that Greg.
Where's
Hulk
Adam?
right there.
Can't decide? I'm hoping that Greg pack Hulk one day. Oh, because you may want to wait because it's an event Omni, and so is World War Hulk. That's good. That's good. That's good thinking. I haven't heard of a Greg pack Hulk, unfortunately. Omni. He did. There were 2 oversized hardcovers that came after the World War Hulk, and I wish it was all Omni buys too.
John, I wrote the script, so I plan on filming it soon. Thank you for asking.
Rick Gear, Omar, which non-superhero comic is this one right here? Right. You want to be a Netflix adaptation? My pick would be Postal. Love that story. I had Matt Hawkins on the channel a couple of years ago. I really like that. Those guys at Top Cow are really nice. We keep up and stuff. My favorite comic book artist, Mark Silvestri, keeps up with me. I love that guy. My pick would be Postal. Non-superhero comic series. Would you want a Netflix adaptation? Okay. Are we talking Netflix adaptation, like properly done Netflix adaptation, One Piece style? Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Harrow counting that's fresh on the mind. The Goon. That would be such a good one. Such a fun series. Hellboy. No, Hellboy. Yeah, man. Give me Hellboy.
Where's Tina?
Like a proper Hellboy from beginning to end? What?
Hey.
That because of our anniversary.
Oh,
I dug it out of my closet.
Does it still fit? Look at you. That. What are you wearing for the people that don't know what the heck you're wearing?
It's Kuma-san.
That was the pickle sign. That's what I thought the pickle sign was. That is not a pickle. Everybody, this is TikTok Tina, who is in charge of what? Our TikToks. But also joins me on the channel from time to time. She's going to be on Old Reader, New Reader next Tuesday. And she was one of the pioneers of Near Mint Condition back when we started 8 years ago. Gotham by Gaslight is an Elseworld story where I don't want to reveal too much because it's not that very long, but it is by Mike Mignola and Brian Augustine. And it is, think Jack the Ripper against Batman. And it's this case that Batman has to solve. It's like a steampunk type of story. Oh, it's so good, man. It's a freaking classic if you haven't read it.
And thank you, Craig, for the super chat. Thank you, Lionheart, for the super chat. Omar, my first figure from Storm Collectibles came in this week. I picked up
Genjuro from Samurai Showdown. 3 is when he made his first appearance, right?
The big hair and the big white.
That's Hamoru.
Oh, okay.
Genjuro's the dude that fights, like, you see his back, and then when he wins, he drinks the sake out of a bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That dude is and I don't mean like a little bowl, like it's like a dog's bowl. Yeah, man, it's addicting to get those.
Let me click on all the Tinas.
Good overview soon. Yes.
Again, would be perfect.
And dude, the Storm figures are awesome.
What about Darkness TV adaptation?
Aren't they doing something with Darkness? I think The Promised Neverland. I love Tina more than I love Huff and Glue.
Oh, yay, Tina, you're a healthy alternative.
I don't know what to say to that.
My brother loves Yokai Watch. Yo, that's what I learned about Yokai Watch was that episode. They did a Gotham by Gaslight animated movie. How was it?
Tina was lured into Omar's basement 8 years ago and has never been the same since.
This is true. This is true. If TikTok ends up being in the States, not being in the States, what will Tina's name change to? PA Tina. That's what Lionheart calls her. And Shonda Sook called her that. She's so professional. Yeah, professional.
Oh, Craig just noticed the Absolute was canceled. Which Absolute?
Oh, the
Gotham by Gaslight.
Gotham by Gaslight, yeah. Top 3
John,
Iron Man.
Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, come on, dude.
Top 3 Iron Man insert name Buster armors.
What's the midnight one? The one black, the stealth midnight one. That one is so awesome. I actually like. You're not gonna like this, but I love Joe Matt's design of the mock. What was that one? It was the one during the crossing. So of course it gets piled on because it's part of the crossing. I just love the big gloves in that one. War Machine. I gotta go with War Machine armor. That armor was so cool. I was like, it's gray. It's not gold and red anymore. Oh, that armor is awesome.
Oh, it could just be a simple TikTok Tina.
Or Tic Tac.
Tic Tac Tina, Tacky Tina. Omar, I just got my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers book 2 today. I did too. Hoping to do an overview on Monday. Did you get your copy yet? Getting an NMC overview on the channel soon. Oh, go ahead, man. Do your thing. I won't do mine until I'll give you a week. Is that good enough?
It was not asking that.
I think he was, wasn't he?
But just say, hey, did you get your copy?
Yeah, I got it
an NMC overview
2 days ago, and I haven't started reading it yet. So it'll be a while.
Gonna be a while.
It's gonna be
a
a
while.
while.
You guys, if you're interested, go watch Ben's.
What's his channel?
It's Funkmaster Beyond Comics, as it says right there on his.
Oh, Ryan remembers the comic, man. Look at that. No update. I don't want to. I really don't like saying things until I'm. To me, things don't exist until I'm holding them in my hand. And sorry, not like that. Like a book.
I don't exist. Hold me, don't exist.
Hold
me.
Baby, do not throw your back out. Not
well, you weren't
on
holding
live
me
television.
then.
Oh, that's how we're going to test our marriage. Okay.
Don't hold her down, Omar.
Ben was absolutely not asking for that. I told you so. I don't have
Ben's my
monopoly on
dude,
videos.
man.
I'm saying I'm excited to watch yours.
Oh, Ben's my dude. I love Ben. He can, yeah.
Now,
if it was Omni Dog, I'd tear right. I'd stop making this video right now to make a video to beat him to the punch.
This was a question a while ago. I had starred. What should I read if I love Selena?
Celine Gallo. Help.
I want to read something that has her as one of the main characters.
Selena Gallo. Who is that?
I don't know who that is. Maybe people in the chat could help as well. Like
Celine Gallo. Celine Gallo. So you're talking about Celine, like the Black Queen? Celine? Get the Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 4. That has that whole connection between her and Phoenix, Rachel. That is who you're talking about, right? Celine, the Black Queen from the Hellfire Club. And then New Mutants 1. But the big thing that unfortunately is out of print right now is Necrosha X. That thing. First debut in Samurai Showdown 2. I knew my boy would correct me. Thank you for that. Necrosha X. That's got a lot of Celine in it. If that's who you're talking about. Because I keep forgetting. I don't remember what her last name is. But I think it is Gallo.
John saying original Hulkbuster,
Thor Buster, and the Sentinel Buster's solid too. I do like that one.
Bruce,
thank you, Bruce.
Thank you for the super chat.
Bruce has been watching Amanda and our the movie show that we do. Mm-hmm.
There is The Darkness TV show coming up. Not what you think. It is an Icelandic detective drama starring Lena Olin. Oh,
that's got nothing to do with.
Wait, just so people don't get confused. Thank you.
Oh, it is Celine the Black Queen. Thank you all. Thank you.
What are you drinking, Tina?
Coffee.
What kind of coffee? Dirty mop water coffee or real coffee?
Real coffee with cream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, bye, Mr. Awesome. If you're still here, you're a ray of sunshine. And Blast, I had this starred and still didn't get to it. So thank you for putting it there again. Did you see the Breast trailer, which is a documentary by Andrew McCarthy?
Andrew McCarthy.
I can't talk about the Brat Pack actors from 80s films.
I'm in, dude. I love it. I love the Brat Pack. Give it to me, baby. Even
baby.
though St. Elmo's Fire, that was really good, baby. Even though St. Elmo's Fire is not really a Brat Pack movie, but it's so many of them. That's my favorite Brat Pack movie.
JG Tiffany just woke up. If you already said when we talk about DC Tiger Eyes, just submit last night. Y'all rock.
Oh yes, pretty. James, do you mind dropping the link? Everybody, remember to go and vote. It is very important because I am sharing that list with DC, and of course, whatever I'm going to do the top. We'll announce the top 60. Actually, Peter and I have it scheduled. Let me pull up my calendar, and just to make sure, we should be releasing the list on June 2nd. My June is gonna be nuts. I want to get nuts.
That's nuts.
Yeah. My 64th birthday is on Tuesday. Well, I'm gonna let Tina sing you happy birthday.
That's what I was gonna say. Tina, do you want to sing to B-Slash?
Serenade him.
Birthday to you. Wow. That's nice.
Do that cake, baby. Happy birthday.
That's some cake. Happy
yeah,
birthday.
Stay focused, Tina.
You stay focused.
You're
Happy
such a dude.
birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, Tina, that was really good.
Beast Lads is like, this is the most weirdest erotic happy birthday.
You've got your Kikarugi or whatever it's called thing on. And...
He's like, I have mixed feelings about this birthday song.
I'm sorry. You throw cake in front of me, and I'm like,
Right?
I got a little distracted there, bud.
Oh, and Kent Wing slide. Well, okay. And Kent Wing slide.
wait,
you as well.
Ripe old age at 45, that's younger than me. Is that Mexican Gwen Stacy? Yes. Dude, I had Torun Grumbeck. I was talking to her, and I'm like, you've never seen Mexican Gwen Stacy? She's like, no, what is that? And I'm like, let me show you. And then she went, oh, now I see why people are talking about that.
Yeah, it stalled your brain.
Mexican Gwen
Oh, yeah, you should sing at Walt's Comic Shop here in a few minutes.
She's done it.
Yeah, it is here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Co-host it with me. Aren't you hot in that thing?
I am actually pretty hot in this thing.
Take it off.
Ryan?
Well, if I take it off, the sun or what's the ambient brightness is just gonna I'm just gonna be like a white blob back here.
Well, Tina, I hate to break it
I
to
am
you. You
so
are white.
pasty.
Let's see. What's up, Mentees? Hope everyone is great. As Floyd for Dumb and Dumber once said,
May your beer flow like wine and the women flock like the salmon of Capistrano on this holiday week. You quoted Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah,
I love
that's
that
the
movie.
I hate that movie.
I love that movie.
It's not funny. There's like maybe 2 funny parts.
Right,
It's not
this
like-
movie's
There's
brilliant.
not enough yelling. If they
They
yell,
taped a parakeet's head to the blind boy. All right, go ahead, Tina. Have you read
I
Ya?
read the first volume. I wasn't too impressed by it. I love Inuyasha. She's one of my favorite mangakas, but I feel like a lot of her titles are just like really missing lately.
Oh.
What? You didn't like Rinmei? Rinmei? Was that the other one? Rinmei?
No, I did actually like Rinmei, but it didn't pick up very well.
Huh. Yeah, I've heard a very common complaint about Rumiko Takahashi is that she doesn't stick to the landing.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. I thought Mason and Coco had a beautiful ending. I love Lum's ending.
Oh, I love the ending of Masonic.
Well, her earlier works ended beautifully. I don't know what it is. I think that she's gotten older.
Lama didn't really have an ending though. It just kind of stopped.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's certain mangakas just have like themes. Like Clamp can never finish anything at all. They just discontinue it. Goes on hiatus.
Pale as the moon. I know the feeling, Tina.
Tina, you are gorgeous. These are just funny. I turn down the light and it still makes me pale because we're next to each other and it just doesn't work. The light is racist. Good morning, y'all.
The light is racist.
What?
Yo lo quiero already. Me too, brother. I still
Inuyasha
call it
was
dumb.
great.
Yeah, I like the Inuyasha.
Yeah, Inuyasha was good.
You're free about the ending of Masonic Koku. Oh man.
Yeah, then Rama just stopped. Like, come on, give us a sweet ending. That sequel. Oh yeah, the sequel's not done by her though. Who is the mangaka on that? Who's that teddy bear y'all talking to, Tina?
Wait, show the face. Like, look down. There you go.
This is so creepy.
That's cute.
Dude, if I broke into Tina's house and I saw somebody wearing that, I'd be like, nope. Next
I
house.
can get something even creepier. Let me go get my.
Don't. It's
Let
the
me get my
Saturday.
Kit Kat.
God. La luz es racista.
There's a saying in Transylvania for very white people like Tina and also me. The milk factory will sue us for the copywriting their color. Oh yeah, what about the new comic? Or is it new? I feel like that was a while ago. No?
When did they pull it? Like that was one of the videos that they pulled.
No.
They gave
Yeah,
me-
thanks, Josh, for bringing it up. I was kidding.
Here I was forgiving Rumiko Takahashi and Viz.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
I never read it.
3 years ago.
wow.
Like 3 or 4 years ago is when that premiered. Tina went to go get something weirder, she said, for people that are asking where she went.
Aw, something is creepy. Tina, this isn't an AMA.
Oh gosh. Yeah, who knows what she's gonna come back with.
Let's see. Is there okay? Here's one from like only 9 minutes ago. I haven't gotten into Fallbacks yet, but I'm hearing not so good things about it. What are your thoughts?
I have mixed feelings. Some of it is
I haven't
working.
read anything.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh. Yeah,
That's
so I was gonna wait for a collected edition to read Fallbacks.
It was Umi.
It's
That's
Umi.
That's so crazy.
Look at it.
When do you wear this?
I haven't in years. Like she just sits behind some of my manga in my manga collection.
Roberto misses the hilariously corny skits.
I like to say that
Wait, here. Are you gonna put her on?
You want to?
Yo, man, if I broke into Tina's house and I saw that, I would be like, no.
It's not a Miku head.
That
No,
is
it's not your
Umi
head.
from-
This is
Oh, wait. Okay. This?
Uh-huh. There
Oh
you go.
God. Okay.
there
here
we go.
Oh my gosh, Tina, right now somebody is joining going, I can't wait to talk to Omar about comics.
What,
And they're like, I'm on the wrong channel.
what is that
man.
called? Where you're like a streamer, but you've got that AI anime face in the corner instead, like talking for you. What is that called?
Gen Zer?
No, it's why can't I think of the name right now? Not Skin.
Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah, I'm just putting it on for a burglar.
Because I've got a friend who does it.
Resident Evil 7 the attic, when you turn around, the mannequins are right behind you.
Actually, No More Heroes. I think there's an enemy that is a Kig.
What is it called? Kigurumi?
Well, this is Kigurumi, but there's also Animeo. I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Kig.
VTuber. Thank
VTuber. Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. Ryan joined at just the right time. There you go, Tina. Take over the stream.
Roberto, I actually wrote 99% of those intros, all those funny intros you like. That was a lot of fun. And I remember sometimes like Andrew didn't have ideas. He's like, what should we do? Like last minute, I'm like, I can't remember what I came up with.
You did the one with like tinfoil and
You have a plethora of props as well to work with.
I do. And so does Tina. It was, I'll be honest, I miss doing those. And I kind of wish Nearman Collective was doing that. But you know, everybody gets busy, and it takes. What are you doing, dude? Are you taking?
it is so hot. This Kig is so hot, and I scared all my.
Oh,
Jack, thank you for the super chat. Viva Peru, carajo.
look at you.
Omar is incorrect. St. Elmo's Fire is most definitely a Brat Pack movie. It stars Judd Nelson, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Ali Sheedy.
Ali Sheedy, that's right. And it also has Andrew McCarthy in it, right?
Well,
but it didn't
Jack
have
Barry
it didn't have all
for
of them
super
was
chat,
the problem.
so Jack
Okay, I guess
Barry is
Jack Barry's right then. That is our Nearman Collective channel. Sometimes I join them, but they usually do like one live stream a month. I have,
and you can also find out friends of the channel if you scroll all the way down on the page. I kind of moved them around to
give spotlights to other people.
Yesterday, I think, to give spotlights to more people. Like if you click on the thing, you'll see everybody. However, like there's only the first few icons show up. Like Ben, that we were speaking about earlier. Bugmaster B's going to do the Power Rangers overview, and then Nearman Collective's down there as well. What are you talking about? No, King Sports Stock. She just like, man, Tina looked so good last night with her legs and her number. Everything was matching.
Everything was matching. My wife has
colors. I don't wear t-shirts. Like
there are things I can't say because it's not an AMA.
Oh, look at the kitty. But if you're interested in joining in any AMAs, such as next month, join Patreon, the $7.77 tier.
We got to schedule
We got book clubs and we got AMAs.
We got
Got
Discord
at $5 tier, $10 tier. You get your name at the end of the credits, etc., etc. So, what is the main Brat Pack movie? If it's not Breakfast Club.
Like I always thought it was, but it's not considered one because it's missing it's missing Molly effing Ringwald. That's why people are like, it's not a Brat Pack movie. Because so a lot of people, Molly Ringwald was the poster child of the Brat Pack. And I don't think she was supposed to be, even though John Hughes loves her, I don't think she was supposed to be in it. I don't think she was written for any of the characters. So I would say something like Pretty in Pink. Someone like that.
You can afford to dress like an old woman with all that. Who's Olivia Colman?
But Olivia Colman, yeah, I could see that. She's British.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just like Tina.
I can see that. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Molly's in Breakfast Club. So I think to a lot of people, maybe Breakfast Club might be the one. Baby, what are you doing? Here, let me do this really quick. I did this the other day. I think it's because the machine.
Okay, there we go. Well, here, since we have a little bit of a lull, can we go ahead and do Walt? And Tina can sing it.
Sure, yeah. Molly Ringwell's in the Breakfast Club. What are you smoking? Sound almost fire, not Breakfast Club. That's what I'm smoking.
You said sure, and then you just ignore me.
If
you're interested in another shop,
if you live in the EU in Europe and are interested in buying or pre-ordering big books, check out Walt's Comic Shop. They're based out of Berlin, Germany. Flat shipping rates for €12 for all EU countries. Bulletproof packaging. Emails answered within 24 hours. And they have the Books of the Month deals where Vinland Saga Volume 4 is €37.50. John Constantine, Hellblazer by Jamie Delano. Omnibus is €99. And the complete Harrow County, which we were just talking about, €99.99. DC's Finest Trade Paperback Wave 1 bundle is €129.99.
And somebody was talking about Vinland Saga earlier. And somebody had a question about Constantine that I didn't get to.
Okay.
Whoa.
And that's Walt's Comic Shop.
Go, Tina.
Your reliable source for... I don't remember the rest.
Omnis and Premium
Omnis
Collection.
and Premium Collection Edition.
So close.
So close.
No. Now.
Ding. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Do jazz hands.
Sorry, Walt. Sorry about that.
There
Walt.
you go.
Sorry, Walt.
Your
My
jazz.
memory's bad.
The Outsiders has the missing 20 minutes added. Whoa, the movie, which makes it the best Brat Pack movie, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. That cast is unreal. That's a great movie. You know, my kiddo read it, and then they watched the movie, and she didn't dig the movie as much. And I was like, "What? That movie was awesome."
I haven't read nor seen the movie. 1950s jingle.
Oh yeah, Tina has that classy voice that takes you back. Way back. Smooth like butter, Walt's promo. Thank you for that, John.
Where? Oh, did you not say? I think you said Europe.
Yeah.
They're located in Germany.
Berlin, Germany, yes.
Here's the... Oh, you got 7.
Look at
Hi,
that.
Heather.
You got delivery.
I did. My wife delivered for me.
Oh my God.
Mr. Cobb, I can't reach your copy.
Some kid is joining with his dad right now going, what does that mean? Talking about a bunch of detectives fighting each other on an island.
King's for Cal, I got this shirt in Japan.
Oh yeah, that's right. At that Marvel shop.
At the Marvel shop, yeah.
The Marvel shop in Japan was really cool. That's where I filmed some of it, where we saw a lot of like trade paperbacks. And it was really cool to see like classic collected editions like be available next to like the manga, which of course manga is just like walls, right? And then the American Western comics. Like, but they also had like Walking Dead and things like that.
What's a better Mike Carey book, Hellblazer or X-Men?
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna go with that's Hellblazer. But to most runs, you know, compared to X-Men, if it's gonna be it's gonna be Hellblazer.
That's awesome, Josh. They sell it in Barnes and Noble.
Of course they do. Yeah.
Kings for Cal nailed Pony Boy in school, but not that way. My drama teacher wouldn't let me play him though. I got to be the doctor. Oh.
Were you a fan of The Outsiders, Tina?
The Outsiders, like what is it? Golden Boy, Johnny Boy?
No, by S.E.
Pony Boy.
Pony Boy.
Oh, Pony Boy. That's right. No, I was thinking of the character. My wife was like, "No, this is by S.C. Hinston."
Of course she is. She's a librarian.
I liked it okay. They did another book that I was more interested about, like that had a character named Skittles or nicknamed Skittles. It's like drugs are bad.
Okay. Hi guys.
Hi, France.
What's going on, France?
The whole country of France. The best Mike Carey book is The Highest House, such as shame.
Oh,
never got more than 6 issues.
That was such a good book, man. How did they not continue it? And it's Peter Gross on artwork too, because they worked together on Lucifer. Solid book.
Ken is looking forward to the new X-Men books. Hope it does for X-Men what Dawn of DC is currently doing now for DC, and all those books are really good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new X-Men books. Do you get, hey Adam,
Something.
you got a favorite Rick Veitch, pen graphic novel? Swamp Thing.
Something.
How are you, Adam?
Solid. Hope you've been well, buddy.
Aw, this is my favorite stream, Omar. Bring Tina on more often. And Pity Ma, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, also said that they love when you're on too.
Me? Thank you. I'm here every Saturday. Oh, you mean Tina? Yes, she's here from time to time.
I'm also here all Saturday, but not on the stream.
In life, okay.
You are in that room.
That was so deep, so deep, Tina. I wasn't ready for that.
What was the Mr. Mackey reference?
Okay.
Okay.
Words about okay.
Hey, happy Saturday. Just stopping by to say hi on my way to work.
Wes, how are you? Wes is the gentleman that sent us
Wes!
this amazing 3D printed.
Again, this is so good. I was showing off yesterday. I was like, this is high quality. Like, seriously.
Oh yeah, I saw that yesterday, and I was like, "That's really cool." Somebody 3D printed that.
Like, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh man, that's so awesome.
Let's see here. With Aliens and Predator crossing over into Marvel, when do you think Darth Vader will show up in Guardians of the Galaxy? I want Darth Vader and Thanos to fight over the Infinity Gauntlet. That would be cool. I don't know. We've seen Predator, we've seen Aliens. I guess it's only a matter. Although it is different, right? Like Lucas is different. Like the things they can do with Star Wars characters. Did you know Skittles co-produced a video game called Darkened Sky on the PC and GameCube? No.
And how odd. And then that's totally the opposite of Rainbow, isn't it? A darkened sky. Like, that is weird. One thing I discovered while collecting comics is that out-of-print books can sometimes turn up on Amazon Japan. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I found books a year after they aren't available anywhere else. Oh, thanks. That's good advice.
I will say the one place that a lot of people don't look anymore for omnis, because I think everything has been outed. All the little what I call
niche markets and
the honey holes that I used to dive into. It's like Winnie the Pooh. What are you guys? I'm making a cute little children's book reference.
That's a honey pot, not a.
It's a honey hole. He went into.
Please stop.
Anyway, where I used to frequent has now just YouTube and TikTok is just giving away all our secrets. But the one place no one mentions is the Mandarake store in Japan, where you can order things online. Sometimes they'll have omnis there for ridiculously low prices. Of course, the shipping might kill it by the time you get it, but from time to time, you can get used omnis over there in Japan. Yeah. Okay.
Is there a character called Misconduct? Right? Is that real? Oh, man, you guys. Hey, Hut Destroyer.
Thank you, Josh. These two and their masters of English. Me coming from a third world.
I really think it's the opposite way.
I don't think so at all. I know what I'm talking about.
I feel like I need to get a bar soap.
Next Traveling Man warehouse sale should be in about 5 weeks. Highly recommend folks can get to Leeds.
There you go. Thank you, Partworks. How have you been, buddy?
Hey, Bar.
And we're just out in another place. It's not on TikTok. We're fine. It's when those TikTokers reveal all our secrets.
What? I don't get what Josh is saying.
Mandrake is also Mandrake's a magician. Mandarake is a amazing store. It used to be an amazing store, but now because of YouTube channels, everybody knows about Mandarake and Book Off. Book Off is the one that made me mad. When Melanie and I went there in 2008, nobody know about Book Off except for Japanese people, of course. Like no foreigners were at Book Off buying cheap video games because they had Goodwill prices. Now it's like they have like things behind glass, and I'm like, oh, they know what they have now. That's not cool. It's not special anymore. But okay, it's kind of become like half price books at one time when they were open for like the first couple of years. They didn't have glass cases. They just had books out there, and they were literally half price. Then as time went on, they were like, oh, this book's out of print. We'll consider it half price if we sell it for $300 because normally it goes for $350 online. Yeah.
Defenders of the Earth back in a new comic.
Are they?
Who's publishing it, Saturday Morning Fan?
Who let Bar in? That's a good question, Kingsport Cal. That's a question I always wondered.
Bar, you do not like Steve Trevor?
Nobody cares about Steve Trevor. Let this relationship go. What about their kids?
Half Price has an epic for $450. Oh my gosh.
Which one? That's just crazy.
What about Hastings?
Oh,
Yeah, I miss
Hastings,
Hastings too.
man.
Remember we would go to Richmond and go to Hastings, and Goodwill doesn't even have Goodwill price. No, they don't. Yeah, like I saw, what was it, like Super Nintendo games there, and they were marked like $125, which I understand. You know, it is I did community service there because I was a bad kid, and I realized that a lot of their employees don't make that much money, and it was, you know, a place where you can go and find cheap stuff. But also, Goodwill is a business. There are people that are making bank, and
That CEO makes a good tidy profit.
Oh, yeah. So, the Spider-Man Epic cover with the bridge. Oh, the
okay.
Goblin's Last Stand. That one. No one lets Bar in. She just breaks through the wall. Tina, are you singing? What are you doing? Opera? Oh, it's a cat.
No,
Of course,
I
it's a
haven't
cat.
Oh, I thought you were trying to like recreate the cover.
The baby.
What are you doing?
He's doing good.
Goodwill's selling things on eBay for crazy prices these days.
Oh, he is. He's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Oh,
When I was a bad kid, Omar, I went to jail. What's community service? Community service is when you get out of jail and the judge says, you want to go back or you want to go work at Goodwill in the library for 6 months? I'll take working at the library and Goodwill for 6 months for 100, sir.
Cave Studios, new comics plus Marvel Comics getting a trade. Well, thanks for the info.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wonder Woman by Tom King so far, 50 out of 50. Artwork is great, but some of the story choices questionable at best. But hopefully the next few arcs are better. I want to read that. I guess when it comes out, collected edition.
Yeah, I think there's almost enough issues. What's up, LOL, man?
Cover is online. Gotcha. I can see Omar in detention drawing the 90s S on the table. I love the 90s S. Give me a piece of chalk, and that's what I want to draw.
I was more artistic than that.
Yeah, you were. You doodle like.
I for real drew like X-Men characters when I was in detention. But Ben, let me tell you, I don't know what they have it anymore, but I used to get Saturday school a lot. Y'all remember? I don't know if they don't do that anymore.
Was that a Catholic school thing?
No,
it was like public school.
Oh, really? We didn't have Saturday school for bad kids. No, we didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're all uppity. Yeah, they do. There's nothing.
I knew your life. I'm going
to. But I wasn't bad. Like I went to academic camp, computer camp. I went to band camp.
I didn't go either. I got detention twice.
I went to academic
once for
camp.
PDA,
I was a beta.
Once for being tardy.
Just because I was.
Yeah, they had Saturday schools, and like in-school suspension was worse than Saturday school. You can't. It's not. You have to come to school on Saturday, but like in the tier, it was Saturday school, and then the highest was out of school suspension was
suspension was the highest. Just because you're smart doesn't mean you can't be bad.
Good. They still do Saturday school at the public middle school. Good.
They should, because let me tell you something. There's nothing worse than being a kid and going, "Dang, I gotta go to Saturday school."
Right. That would stop behaviors. That would.
It didn't change me, but it stopped some people from acting a fool.
Oh, man alive.
Now that I'm done my chore, I can watch live. Thank you. My last name has S. I used to draw that S symbol. Yeah, man. Like, I remember all the kids used to do that.
Oh, thank you. Okay, July. I'll be off for the summer. Birthday's tomorrow. Well, I'm going to sing to you right now. Any suggestion what stores to go to besides A1 Comics? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear heart of spirit. Happy birthday to you. Find some good comics.
Who was it that was turning 60 something earlier? You all said
Beast
45.
He said
Beast last turning 64.
64. Right? And then who's turning 40?
So Hat of Spirit, when you turn 64, you can get that Gwen Stacy cake. Right now you get that Joker cake.
And on that note, I've got a date with my wife, so I'm gonna head out.
Oh, well, have fun.
Good to see you.
Bye, Heather.
Bye.
The Breakfast Club was Saturday detention. Why would you? Because usually my Saturday detention was only me and the teacher.
Well, How to Spirit, I suppose. Where do you live? I don't know if I can suggest.
Don't say your. Don't
well,
give
yeah,
us your
no,
address.
not your address, just to the state, or I don't know. Yeah, like, where's A1 Comics?
I don't know. I thought you meant A+ Comics at first. Good morning, everyone. When is it too early to start reading to my kid? I've been reading
in the womb.
One Spider-Man by Stanley comic to my 3-month-old every night. He loves it. Oh, that's adorable. I think it is very important to keep reading to your kids. We would take turns reading to the girls, and I remember Tiny Tines was a big part of both of their childhood, and they both loved it. So it's never too early. Keep on reading. And eventually, they might, they may not like the same comics you do or the same graphic novels you do, but they will enjoy reading. Can I get the bat cake instead, even though it's going to be a Spider-Man?
California, Sacramento.
Okay. Go toy shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Go toy shopping. I pre-ordered the first 2 DC compact comics, Watchmen and Batman Court of Owls, Film Watcher. I'm curious to see how those turn out. I agree, Omar. Love me some tasty.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to give you a nice innocent pingu for that one, Jack Ferry. Thank you for the super chat.
What is wrong with you all?
Oh,
perverse everything.
Oh. When's the next reading order, and what will it be?
I'm leaving it up to the Patreons. I think it will probably be after. It'll be in the summer sometime when I let them vote. I was thinking maybe Avengers against Wonder Woman. Usually, I let people decide. Or the events. People have been asking me recently, can you do a updated events reading order, Marvel and DC? So maybe that might come first.
I would like to know. I like the Captain America Mighty Marvel Master works. I ordered, so I hope it's like that.
I'd like to know. I liked it. Oh, you liked it? Yeah, that's some classic stuff, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. My kids and I need to review the Silver Surfer one. When's the next? Where to start is the real question. Deadpool's the next one. I'm actually working on that one currently because of a movie.
MP would like to know which Patreon tiers you reading Tiny Times before.
I did their voices. Oh, they loved my Raven voice because I don't ever talk. No.
Why?
That's for my kids.
Oh, okay.
I was embarrassing. I go use my Raven voice because I never talk like that, right? So they weren't like, they would giggle when I would use my girl's voice, like the girl voice. For I think Stargirl always sounded like, oh, hello. like what's her name? The granny from Count Duckula. Oh, I'll go get it. Like they loved when I used that voice for Starfire. Hello, Robin.
Hello, man. Would love for you to do an updated Spider-Man reading.
I'm gonna work on that with my buddy Aaron. Probably in the fall. I'm waiting for a couple more Omnis and another couple of round of announcements too. Because let me tell you, there's some Spidey love coming. Like, people that are disappointed. Dark Web was like how I started off. I'm like, I never start off with a banger, right? Like you give them a tease, like you give them a little bit, then you start giving them some hits. Aquaman and Iron Man need reading orders. Oh, they do. So does I don't have an Avengers reading order.
That was Teen Girl Squad vibes.
The ugly. Oh,
what's her face?
The ugly one. So. What did she say when she's thrown in the pit?
Somebody throw me a Lunchable, or shoot, what was it?
A single
Frito?
I can't remember.
Something was single, and it was like Lunchable. Oh, y'all, Mr. Powell, you remember what did she ask for in the pit?
Dude, I think I have a chance with this guy. Oh, man. Am I awake? Are you, Josh? Well, you're awake enough to give us a super chat. Thank you so much, buddy.
I miss my mom. Thank you, Josh. So, now I'm just going to go watch all Teen Girl Squad.
The Defenders reading order. That would be pretty easy, actually. There was a Defenders Omnibus that David had on the schedule back in 2021, and it's still not out. That's the Ryan. You want me to read to you before you go to bed? I asked Fabian Isis and Chris Claremont to read to me before I go to bed.
That would be awesome. Children, we got a couple of super chats here. Thank you, Mega.
Thank you, Mega Shrimpster.
Happy 8th year anniversary. Thanks for an informative, fun, and positive channel, both of you. To many more.
Thank you, buddy.
To many more. Because those are musical notes.
That's the inspiration for Miles Morales right there. Thank you, brother. Omar Superman's a straight up illegal alien. He crashed landed in the United States.
Give us
he's taking tests to become a use. Look, man, can't we find a loophole for Kal-El, my brother?
He saved the world. Thank you.
He saved the world. Hey, fool, I'm surprised YouTube has put up with your shenanigans for 8 years. Mel, tell Amanda I love her.
Oh, okay, I will.
Well, you got a flower. I get called a fool. Love you too, buddy. Thank you so much, man.
Make it a Patreon tier. We read to people at night.
That's weird. What if I do have to put someone to sleep? Like I have to wait for them to fall asleep. That's a weird tier.
I fell asleep on the recliner this morning in the raft table position to help my back, listening to somebody comment about the 3-hour speed run of Final Fantasy X. Oh man, that was so relaxing. Okay. If it's the Busek Larson Defenders, tell them to leave it unpublished, please. Oh no!
It could have been Phil.
I met a possum. That's a good line.
Shout out to Amanda.
Tell her.
Well, she is in Disney right now. She is with her kids and having a blast down there. Wouldn't Claremont just go on a
Oh, right. Once he starts reading, then that puts you to sleep. Oh, Don Rosa, he can go on and on.
I was telling Kelly Thompson, I like old dudes that just snap. Because I feel like, they just don't care. That's just what, they don't rant about everything. Sure, rant to me, Claremont. Tell me how you hate House and Powers of X. Or, oh my gosh, what are these new relationships that these characters have? Because in his head, I remember breaking it to him about Catherine Pride and Magic. There was one scene in one of the books, and he was like, the blonde? Like, he was mad. He's like, no, the redhead, Rachel, her and Kitty. That's the way it's to be. That was so awesome, because that's the way it worked in his head.
He can tell you why peppers aren't the same these days.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Let me tell you.
What if you had to interview both at the same time? That would
Claremont
be possible. There would be.
I always want, I would love to do an X-Men panel, but just Chris Claremont and Jonathan Hickman. Just both of them to start a fight.
Miss Jude. Ow, my stomach lining. Happy 8 years, Omar and Melanie. Love the Chip Zdarsky interview. Thank you. Melanie's a better interviewer than Omar. Oh, no.
Oh, because I'm sorry, because she came prepared with notes and I come up with things off the top of my head.
Right. No, I can't come up with things off the top of my head. That's why I need notes. And secondly, I did show just a little snippet to a few students this week.
You did a good job.
Now she's like, somebody said, I like how you're fangirling while you're doing the interview. I was like, yeah, oh my gosh, because he's awesome. So yeah, it was so check that out if you enjoy him and his sense of humor, and just to hear just a couple of stories. It's not a long interview.
Did you guys see they announced a final long Halloween story called The Last Halloween with a variety of guest artists for each issue?
Oh.
I've known about that for a while now, because Richard Starkings is a gentleman, and they've been trying to get that done for a long time. And
wow.
I mean, it's one of those things that, of course, why would they, right? Because Tim Sell has been gone for so long. You can't do a long Halloween story without Tim Sell. But they were in the process of doing it, and finally Jeff Loeb is coming back and ending that story. So it is the story. I think the way I heard it, it's been in the works for 10 years, just running. Yeah. So that's cool. I hope people are happy. I hope people aren't upset, because I think it does carry on that legacy of Tim Sell.
And Max is saying that he thinks you make guests feel comfortable and have an engaging conversation.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate
Melanie
that.
And Omar, any chance that Marvel will release The Amazing Spider-Man by Wells Omni, like they did with King in Black and Vin Omnibus by Cates and Stegman?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that will come. Yeah. And it will probably have the dark web, some of the dark web, not all of the dark web stuff in there.
I reached volume 90, the last physical volume we own. So this morning I started reading it on
Hoopla or
the
app?
Shonen Jump. Yeah. Oh. And I'm going to try the tablet. I don't like reading things digitally, but also you're going to buy the box set, so I don't want to double.
Yeah, but that's going to be some years.
No, how about this? I'll try for a week and see if it annoys me too much.
Okay, baby.
That's what I'll do. I started, what's it called? I started the, oh my gosh, what's the arc? Japanese land arc. Wano? Yeah. How's Rocco's condition?
I've actually been keeping up this week with him. We've been sharing the link to his GoFundMe for a while. I think this is the first one we didn't do it, but thank you so much for asking. He's doing okay, hanging in there. Of course, the family still needs help. So, man.
Oh, you're on Dressrosa. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're still going strong too.
How are you, beautiful? What's up, Hayden? How are you, buddy?
On this fight. Oh, Hayden.
Oh, we're back.
Don't judge us, but we haven't watched it yet.
We need to watch it. We need to get on that.
Been so busy because the girls also took their tests in Kimpo martial arts this week, and then there's the end of school. And
no excuse, Melanie.
So
There's always time for who.
What do you think of Batman 66?
Fun. I don't know why I never picked up the Omnibus. I think it was during that era where I would. Oh, maybe it came out when I had lost my job, and I was like, oh, I got to be more responsible. So I didn't pick it up. And then eventually it was one of those books that I was like, oh, I'll get when it, one of these days you forget about it, and then you realize, oh man, it's out of print. Dang.
James, thank you for putting that in there. The Rocco's GoFundMe page.
Thank you, buddy.
Omar, please help. At my local comic store today, we're going to have one.
Oh,
I would get one free on all hardcovers. Oh wow! Can you suggest any must-buys, please?
Are these including omnis, or I don't know what your cup of tea is. Do you like big books, or do you like deluxe editions or absolute editions? It's hard because I don't want to tell you go and buy $150 omnibus and you get a $29.99 deluxe edition for free. Like, I want you to take advantage of that sale. Get 2 omnis for the price of 1. I've been reading the Krakoa era on my iPad. My left arm is killing me all the time from holding it. So, do they make like grips, kind of like your Nintendo Switch, like how they added the grips, like for your iPad? Maybe.
This comic to read about Red Lanterns. Oh, that's a good.
The Red Lanterns by Peter Milligan, Charles Soule. Unfortunately, a lot of those are out of print, but you can start reading it with the Rage of the Red Lanterns trade paperback in the green. It's part of the Jeff Johns Green Lantern collections.
I'm going to start some good One Piece times. I'm loving John Buscema's art on Conan.
So good.
Which other omnis do you recommend for the best Big John art?
So here's the thing about John Buscema. Big John hated superheroes, but he was such a pro you can never tell. But if you want like something close to Conan, is him and Roy Thomas, and who else? Jerry Conway working on Thor. So Avengers volumes, especially when you get to like 3, volumes 3 and 4. Some Wolverine Omnibus Volume 1. I actually really like when Klaus Janson inked John Buscema. I thought they were really great together. So those are solid. You can't go wrong with Big John. He was so good, man. I'm trying to think if I'm missing one. Because he looked like, for him, it was Conan and nothing. He's like, this is the book I want to stay on. But, you have to go wherever your boss tells you to go. Go and go and boost the sales of Thor. So, Silver Surfer. Yes, Silver Surfer. That's the other one. That's a freaking phenomenal omnibus. One of these days, I hope we get a volume 2 out of that. Omar would say, Batman year 2 for John. Big John didn't draw any of those issues.
Okay, so a couple of questions about upcoming things. How's the most wanted poll going?
Well,
and has DC said anything about the reprint poll yet? I need my Wonder Woman by Perez Volume 2.
Nothing, buddy. I mean, I would give you any kind of update on that on a Saturday stream. But yes, everybody go and vote. I will again share a list with DC. I don't know. Maybe I'll send a reminder. Also, don't want to be bothersome, right? These people are busy, and I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help them not reprint something like Nightfall Volume 1 again for the 5th time and get to books that other people want. When will the top 10 must... Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much.
The top 10 must have comics in a library live stream.
Thank you for asking.
The Evergreen Batman stream on Thursday.
Thank you. We have a blast doing that. This one will be a little bit different, though, because I'm going to kick it off with my top 10 first. And I'm thinking about doing that on like June 5th. That's on a Wednesday. But I'm inviting some people on June 16th at 2:30 p.m. to do a live stream talking about what 10 graphic novels every library should have. So I'll have my list ready. And I think, everybody come in with 5, including me. I'll choose my 5 from my top 10 and then have you all on too. And whatever 10 we decide on, I'll be donating to a library, to the local library here. So I'm very excited about that one. And I think, it's very important we're including everything, Sagyo Jimbo to classic things, anything like Cerebus and I want to include manga. I want to include everything because that's what makes it difficult. What are the 10 graphic novels that every library should have? And let me tell you, I have been sitting on my list, editing it at least once a week for the last 3 months since my friend Heather asked me, because it's such a hard question to answer. Because you want to include everything. You're like, okay, what about this? Well, what we need just maybe a dash of superhero in there because let's remind people we're like, the foundation of comics are here in America. It's a tough list, man.
What comic taught you a lesson or shaped you as a person? That's a really good question.
A lot. I actually did a list about 5 years ago called, maybe 4 years ago, it was the top 10 maybe comics that inspired me or something like that. I mean, I've learned a lot about, it's gonna sound stereotypical, brother, but about acceptance from X-Men, because X-Men teaches you like there are pretty people that we're gonna put in the group, but not everybody's pretty or can bring in as much as somebody like Storm or Cyclops to the team, but accepting like people that like that look different than you, right? And we learned that through comics. We learned that through the X-Men with the Morlocks, right? When Storm is like, these people are just as equally as important as we are, but they're not accepted because they don't look normal like we do. They don't look like human beings. Nightwing, really. The Chuck Dixon Nightwing run, like that is very close and near to me. Because when I was talking about being in trouble and doing bad things in my life, that comic book, I remember because I found it at Goodwill when I was doing community service, and it brought me back to that. If Dick Grayson can get out of the shadows from living under Batman's shadow and be on his own, and so it taught me like I can move out of I can move on with my life. I can live by myself. I can live in another city, and I can start over. I don't know. There's a lot of that, and then Scrooge. Oh my God, Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. Absolutely, Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck.
I love you because who says that?
Well, I think a lot of people feel like that. Like Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. Like there's always a misconception about why Scrooge is so greedy, like he's money hungry. But at the very end, and this brings a tear to my freaking eye every time I read it, is when he's looking at the gold coins and like it's the nephews and Donald's like, this is all it's something along the lines of like it's just an old man with his money, and the nephews are like, I don't know, Uncle Donald, I think it's a little more than that because you just went through the lifetime, and each coin represents a particular point in his life. And I think to me that's what collections are, a particular point where I was in my life when I first read it, or when I bought the collection, or when somebody sent me something. Like it's just very special. So I do have a lot of those, like what makes, what sticks with me. A lot of it was probably from my youth, right? Then I'm still learning.
I made, somebody suggested making a playlist. I made one yesterday, by the way, baby.
Of
Stories
what?
to Lift Your Spirits, because I did One Piece and I did Scarlet Witch, and this Captain America Stand by JMS.
You dig that, huh?
Yeah. And I talk about, how I think it's positive and uplifting. And so I'd like to focus on, not every video I make, but like adding to that playlist of like, so not necessarily like morals or lessons, but just like just to lift your spirits kind of books. So great answer. Most of mine is from my youth as well.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm still not being, I'm still being inspired by comics to this day.
Hayden had no idea that Disney did comics were cheap. Maybe I should read those.
They're so good, man. Overlooked because, a lot of people are like, oh, those are kid comics, including myself when I was younger.
Could both Zdarsky Daredevil omnis have fit into one?
Given the page counts, what are they, 800, 1600 pages? Yeah, probably. Would they want to?
Yeah.
No. I'll be honest. I'm surprised Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk was in one Omni. And I'm even more surprised that I suggested adding the Gamma Corp in there. And they added 4 more issues. That was insane.
And Berserk does have a great
Oh yeah, Berserk is
lesson.
beautiful.
But no,
Like,
no, they're not reading it yet.
I don't comment on TikToks often, but yeah, I got upset when one guy was going off on Tina because Tina did a video on our channel for TikTok about Berserk, and they were like, I can't believe you read this because there's murder, there's rape, there's all these things. And I commented, I was like, dude, if that's all you're getting out of Berserk, then I don't think reading is for you. Like, you need to take a step back. Like that if that's what you're getting out of this story, then you don't understand how to read.
Spirit recently got Berserk Volume 1 Deluxe Edition. And remember, give it time. Give it to like the end of Volume 3. Omar, thank you for igniting my fire for comic love. Your stream started my Fantastic Four Omni collection.
And you're getting another one. And another one that I haven't announced yet. Yay, man. Fantastic Four, baby. Oh, that's awesome. That's David Gabriel's favorite Marvel book.
Mm-hmm. And Saturday Morning Fan saying about how Dutch
Yes.
comics are read more by adults in other
Fact.
parts of the world. They're loved. Like Don Rosa's a celebrity in Europe.
Yeah.
Your top 3 Daredevil Omnis that aren't Frank Miller.
Oh goodness.
Zdarsky.
Top 3, baby. Top 3.
Is Zdarsky in one of them? Or you got 3 higher?
I gotta go with Brubaker. But it's so hard to say Brubaker because no, I'm gonna go with Brubaker. Wade. Man, one more. So Brubaker 1. See, there's a story in Wade 2 that seals the deal for me. I'm like, this is one of the greatest Daredevil stories. Man, this is hard. I've got one slot. Zdarsky did write a really good Volume 1. Maybe it's an age thing that I'm like, oh, I kind of feel like that some days when, because he's writing an older Daredevil. He's like, he's not as fast as he used to be. But I gotta go with Marvel Knights. I really like Kevin Smith's Daredevil.
Oh, Kingspark House said Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith, yeah. I know most people will probably tell you Bendis, though. Bendis would probably be up there. Whenever we get an Anna Senti one, I really loved her run. So I would replace Anna Senti over Chip if we ever get one. Charles Soule's is solid. Charles Soule is the only writer that has written Daredevil that actually has a law degree, that has been a lawyer. So it's a really interesting read. He wrote that, and then he also wrote, if you haven't read his She-Hulk, that one's solid too. Good. Bar's got some good comics.
Good
hey,
afternoon.
William.
Happy 8th year. In Chinese culture, 8 is a lucky number. Hope this is your best year yet. Thank you.
Well, thank you, buddy.
And Game Force Elite saying, thank you for all the reading orders. It's made it easier to read collected editions in order.
Oh, you are so welcome. I promise to get back to those.
Let's see. Mark Wade's Daredevil run is my favorite.
It's good.
Adam's not read Anna Senti's Daredevil, but if they put it
in omnibus format, I mean, it's available in Epics, but I know everybody wants the Omni, and it was in our top. It's been our number 1 for the last couple of years, and Marvel took it seriously this year, so who knows?
What is the schedule this week? Are we getting collected editions, August previews, and Marvel previews this week?
You are. Let me look really quick at my calendar. That Dom of X, big shout out to my guy, helped me put together for this week. If you're on Patreon, the Spider-Man Spider-Man by Nick Spencer Volume 2 goes live today, but it'll be up on Monday. Tomorrow is my haul for March and April. A little birthday haul too. There's a couple of things that people sent my way. So Monday is the Spider-Man by Spencer Volume 2 and Fantastic Four Wade Ringo Volume 1 reprint, or the only volume. The 28th is some trades and old reader, new reader with Tina. The 29th is, I think it's when I'm doing Darkwing Duck hardcover, and I'm interviewing Sue Lee that day. And then there was something else that's coming out that day. I was hoping to do a Where to Start Reading Deadpool by then, but that had to be pushed back. Thursday is the Marvel September solicitations live. I think we're still shooting for 1 or 2:30. I can't remember. Make sure you're on our social media if you follow us. And then the 31st, the upcoming collected editions for June. I have to admit, outside of the Netflix show, I wasn't that into Daredevil until I started reading the epics, and then he's been my top 5 Marvel heroes now. That's awesome.
Bruce, thank you for the super chat. What was the most stressful time of the last 8 years? For example, losing your job, moving, or something else?
I think In hindsight, losing my job was the best thing that happened to me. But nobody ever says that when it's happening, right? Nobody says, oh, this is going to lead into a success at being a YouTuber for full time. No, I was worried about keeping the lights on in the house and putting food on the table for my kids and my family. And you do whatever it takes. And at that time when I lost my job, it was like, unemployment was near impossible to get because I lost my job along with thousands and hundreds of thousands of other people in 2020. That was a really stressful time. That was super stressful, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And at one point I was going to go back and do a level 1 position just to keep it rolling and not leave my career behind. And then the real stressful time came because I was in June and I didn't even say anything on the channel until somebody asked me on a Saturday live stream what I do for a living. And I was like, this now? So those months were really hard, more so than moving. Moving was really difficult. It put a strain on our marriage, but I knew at the end, we would be together and cope with it together. And it was bad. It was really bad. We yell at each other. We get into arguments because it was things that were outside of our control.
Moving is different than my definition of moving.
Moving here?
Yeah.
Oh.
You mean looking for a house and buying a house?
I mean,
moving,
all that
to me, I'm thinking the physical act of moving.
That was really stressful too.
Well, but not.
I remember how stressful that was. But yeah, I think losing my job, Bruce, that's been the hardest thing. Talking about unemployment, I scored my green card about 2 weeks ago. Now I'm hired at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Well,
congratulations, man!
Yay!
What will you be doing there?
Good.
Life feels great. That's awesome, man. Am I crazy for missing the Spiky thing after he was exposed to cosmic rays that second time? The spiky. I was like the spicy. No, I dig that era, man.
Okay.
Usually the Al Milgram, that era. I like that era.
Oh, somebody was saying earlier and talking about this, I think the Star Wars Omni behind us, and Craig saying the Batman Omni behind you with the animated series spine.
That's the Batman Adventures Omnibus. Batman Adventure.
No, it's I was like, maybe we're thinking of different times.
No, it was. Moving is one of the most stressful things you can do. Chris, how are you, buddy?
Omar really likes X-Men 97.
Oh yes, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's excellent.
Jobs come and go. You're making a huge impact to the community now, Omar. Keep it up. Thanks, Chris.
I hope you're doing well, brother.
I'll be working at Despicable Me as a ride operator.
Well, that's a lot of responsibility. You take care of those people, and you have fun.
I miss Ray's.
Oh, why are y'all trying to make my wife crazy? Nort. Y'all say Nort. I usually say Nort because I was once told that the G is silent from a guy that used to shop at the comic book store I worked at, and he was like, I've met Keith Giffen, and he said the G is silent, so it's Nort. And I'm like, okay, Nort it is.
Well, I'm sure Omar would love to do another Kelly Thompson interview because you've been looking forward to that for a long time.
Yeah, I love her stuff.
Bar was asleep and didn't get to ask
what the heck, Bar? You wake up for Kelly Thompson. She spoke a lot of truth when it comes to being a comic book creator. It's a dream job, but there are a lot of sacrifices. And I thought it really hit home when she was talking about that stuff. Finding out I was diabetic was the best thing that happened to me in the last 20 years. Explains so much about why I felt so ill all the time and helped me get back in better shape. Good on you, brother. Good on you.
I pronounce it like how Pinky says Narf, just to add some spice.
Yeah, Nort. The G is silent in Giffen to Iffen. Speaking of curmudgeons, I would have loved to have interviewed him. It's your fault, Omar, not mine. I was so upset when I woke up. Blame the man. Sure, go ahead, Bar.
Really enjoyed the Gyp Zdarsky and Kelly Thompson interviews you did. Maybe a bigger fan of them. Oh, yay! That's
Thank
awesome.
You. That's what. Oh gosh, now we started this. That's why I pronounced Ghostwriter as Hostwriter.
Reading order future videos: He-Man, Archie, Supergirl, Invader, Simpsons, or Ninja Turtles.
Supergirl over those because I don't really have. I think I've got like 2 Archie books. Like, not joking, I'm truly disappointed. I'm so sorry, Bart. We actually mentioned you. We were hoping that we could summon you on the live stream, but it didn't work. The G is silent on Omar, too. Gomar. Ooh, I like Gomar.
Like
that would be my speedster.
Like GoBots? GoBots?
Hey, not GoBots. That would be my speedster name.
Oh, that's true. You got Green Lantern and
Ambit. I like Ambit.
Speaking of Keith Giffen, Omar, have you read Giffen and Lemire's Inferior 5 miniseries from DC.
No, I've never read that. Is that available in trade? I know that they work together on that. There's a beautiful, like, in memory of at the end of the JLI Omnibus Volume 3.
Is Gnort the Muppet?
No, he's the I guess he's the furry of the JLI. Oddzilla.
Oh, you all. Excuse me.
No yawning. No yawning.
I feel like some of the stories in Batman make sense, even if you haven't read previous issues, if they're not connected by a big thing that much. Yeah.
Yeah, Batman has a lot of stories that can be read as standalone. Like any of the Dark or Legends of the Dark Knight, which I'm really surprised DC hasn't had any of those kind of collected editions coming out. Those are great.
Oh, the sales were not that great, and I don't think they even made it.
Oh man. Thoughts on the G.I. Joe? Thoughts on the G.I. Joe Kickstarter?
The Hi Joe Kickstarter.
Cute. Compendiums, right? Sure. I think it's like Boom really changed the game when it came to Kickstarter. Now everybody seems to be taking that route. Like not just Skybound, but also like humanoids and Dynamite. I wish they had faith in their product that it's going to sell and not make it exclusive to Kickstarter, because I hate the idea of people missing out on those nice hardcovers. And I know they're not oversized, they're standard size. I get it. But I mean, it's more than we've gotten in the past. And when and if they ever do have omnibus editions of that, I know a lot of people would probably upgrade from them. I mean, I know I would, but that's just the way I am.
Mega Shrimps got the procedure done.
Lost 40 pounds, and last week I finally got the procedure. I've been putting off them. Hopefully, I will be symptom free now. Oh, that's wonderful, dude.
Yeah, that's good news. Is it still upstairs?
Yeah, it is, but I have the spine right here. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was finishing. I really like this story. I was finishing reading it, but this is the dust jacket. If you're curious about the dust jacket, it's nice, right? It's got the Ringo art everywhere. Ringo draws one of my favorite things. Like, I can't remember the artist, but there was an artist that once stated, "I always judge people's art by the way they draw Ben Grimm. If they can't draw the thing, they can't be drawing comics."
Wow.
And I was like, that's a strong statement, but I kind of get it. Yeah, but I love Ringo's thing. Rest in peace, man. That dude. Sad. Gone way too young.
2 years back, there was a game at Omni on Most Wanted Marvel Omni poll. I wonder where it went.
We got more people involved, I think, is what happened. So a lot of people started voting outside of where they used to vote only. Like the Marvel Masterworks forum, of course. Can't wait for Fantastic Four next year. Honestly, even if the movie sucks, at least reprints of the epics will most likely come out, like volumes 5 and 7.
You're welcome, Daniel.
You're so welcome. Oh, I love is that from Kraven's Last Hunt? The cover? I think it was a grab. They used that for one of the collected edition, like the trade paperback of that. Yeah, so see that error? Okay, I was going to show you. The short-lived.
That's what I hit before, and it opened up the whole thing. The short-lived Batman Confidential series also has some good standalone Batman stories.
It does.
Quality varies, but I like the Lex Luthor and Riddler arcs. Mostly still needs to be collected.
Who was there was a Whisper Tassio book. Oh, and the Batgirl story was solid too. To display after I read it. Bought the first issue of Unthinkable to display after I read it. I miss LaRocca's art style from his FF. Oh, that was before he was doing the light box art, wherever he's doing these days. My wife?
Yeah, some of it's mine.
Yeah, some of it is
single
hers,
issues that buy.
She more than accepts it. She welcomes it.
Yes, I love reading comics. Collect delicious, huh?
But the upcoming movie will have Herbie. Yeah, I heard it's got I don't want to read too much about it. Like I want to see one trailer and that's it. Omar, I know you like the Ducks and Wolvie. Did you see they're doing a one-shot Marvel and Disney What If Donald Duck Became Wolverine? I saw. I told David, I'm like, I don't ask for single issues, and they've offered me single issues in the past, but I'm like, I want to stick to collected editions, but I will make an exception. Or anytime he needs me to do a solid for him. I want the Uncle Scrooge one shot. I'm like, I don't care what cover you send me. I want to do an early review of it because I'm so hyped for it. Because after interviewing Jason Aaron saying, I had a long conversation with Don Rosa, now I'm intrigued. Like I was a little curious before, but after having that conversation with Don Rosa, I'm curious what he's gonna do.
Only asking because my wife has got upset because I bought 2 Omnis.
Well, okay, here's the question. Where are you putting them? Like, is it because of the price or because of how big they are and they're taking up space?
Like, I am annoyed when he buys vinyl records because that's my room. Please stop buying them. Listen to what you have. I don't want you to take.
Hey, how about we take this after the chat? We're celebrating 5 years of Near Mint Condition on YouTube. Not talking about vinyl records.
It works because you're really good with managing money and the space for it. I mean, yeah, there are little tiffs about books being left around and stuff, but yeah. Let's see. You said you wanted to see one trailer for Deadpool Wolverine and you reviewed both.
I'm a madman. What can I say?
Especially
when Amanda makes me, she's like, you want to do a reaction? I'm like, I don't want to watch it. Okay, fine. Omar, if Sigil gets an omnibus, or should I get, wait, this is a good question. Hey, Tyler, how you doing, buddy? Tyler, I got your email about the Elephant Man, and I'm excited. Not the movie, the series, the comic series. If Sigil gets an omnibus, so should Gambit, don't you think? Oh, you mean the Sigil, the cross-gen book? Sure. I'll tell you what, if that what's it called? The movie with Channing Tatum that was attached to that movie? Oh my god, we dodged that bullet. Unless you're a Channing Tatum fan, more power to you. We definitely would have got an omnibus.
I'm excited. Even if it's just a rehashing of the old movie, I don't care. I love that movie.
It's a great movie. It's Tim Burton. Tim Burton's directing, right?
Yes. And Danny Elfman's back, and yeah.
What did John say to stir the pot?
Oh, about my saying your music choices suck. No, he's buying music or video game vinyls, which are awesome. Okay, I must admit I don't like Ninja Gaiden or just the really old school.
Who doesn't like Ninja Gaiden, dude? That has one of the best openings of any video game of all time.
That I didn't play. Therefore, I don't know the music. I don't like it because it. But however, in general, I do like video game music. I'm
gonna say something right now.
Listen to the ones you buy instead of buying them, and then never listening to half of them.
You ever seen Scanners? If you've seen Scanners, you know what I'm trying to do. It ain't the Force. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, we only argue for 3% of the time that we're live, right?
No, 2% is tips. She's right. Now the Castlevania soundtrack.
I'm with you, Melanie. Bar's not even old enough to even know what Ninja Gaiden is.
A lot of people don't like that old school retro video game sound. Like
I'm not a lot of people.
I will, as long as I've played the game and I know it. If I don't know it, I don't want to listen to it on vinyl. Undertale, that doesn't need a vinyl, but yes, I have it because it's amazing.
Hashtag Team Mel. Shut up, boss. Hey, Kane, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Yes.
Scanners is the classic. Wait, oh no. Still have my old kids records like Gremlins and He-Man read-along records. Oh, funny.
Oh, the read-along
not
ones.
Funny, fun. That's what I meant. I was reading at the same time. Oh, man. Okay. I was excited about Beetlejuice 2 until I remembered Tim Burton hasn't made a good movie in almost 20 years. Oh, Ringmaster. I did think that for a second. But you know, but maybe if it's just a remake of it, it'll all be good. I don't know.
I was trying to think of, I think Big Fish was the last movie he did that I loved. I love Big Fish. Who needs records when I can listen to
chat while I'm reading?
That's true. That's true.
He's got DuckTales. Yes.
I got DuckTales, baby. We actually saw what's it called? Who's the band? Bit Brigade. Bit
Brigade. And I didn't know.
And they performed DuckTales, and that was amazing. If you've never seen them in concert, they are great. Omar is losing. What are you, my wife?
Melanie was right. Sure, it's like Cyclops is right.
What?
Hey, Max, that's what Omar said. That the title's implying there will be a third Beetlejuice.
And it will be the last one because he finally disappears. And it's Michael Keaton hanging up his hat. It's like, I'm done. I'm done being Beetlejuice. I'm done being the Vulture. I'm out. and I'm never coming back as Batman.
Weird Mess said that was 20 years ago. I love Big Fish. That was 20 years ago.
Was it 20 years ago? God bless.
Oh,
Where does the
man.
time go, man? Slow down, time. Dude, NES DuckTales. Oh, so the moon theme? Come on.
Isn't the second side just the main theme for like 10 minutes?
Oh,
I
the
think?
Bit Brigade one is, yeah. It's beautiful, man.
What are the X-Men Omnis on your lower shelf?
It's the Phoenix Omnis, it's the X-Men animated series, the Hidden Years, and the X-Men 2099.
Oh, here, let me. So you can you see? Sure, you can see.
There you go. Now I've got some over here, but we don't show those. But I'll show maybe one.
Scott picked up Bit Brigade's vinyls when they played out there.
Oh, they're so
Sold it.
good,
Yeah,
dude. This is the custom one. This is my last custom I ended up getting. Found it on eBay. It was not cheap. But it is the Elsewhen.
That's cool. Here,
It's black and white.
it's so pretty.
It's all John Byrne, right? John Byrne's artwork, inks. Some of it is in ink, some of it is just pencils. And it's like, well, I'm gonna have fun and do my own fanfic of X-Men.
It's so pretty.
And then he just stopped because he's John Byrne. He's like, I'm done. After years, he's like, look at how much that is, man. After years, he's
So
like,
it doesn't finish.
I'm done.
It doesn't finish.
X-Men never finishes, Melanie. X-Men never finishes.
No.
It's everlasting.
Max, did you watch that Watch Mojo video as well on Beetlejuice? Phenomenal I see is finishing up Jeff John's Flash Omnis today. Great run. I can't wait to get his Lantern Omnis.
You're in for a treat if you haven't read it.
I remember I never played the game, but I remember the show. I like the show a lot. Maniac Mansion.
That has nothing to do with the video game.
Mansion.
You know
that was the song. Did you know that Fusion Jazz created video game music?
No.
Wait, what does that? Can you explain a little bit more?
Sweeney Todd was the last.
I like
part.
Sweeney Todd.
I thought it was okay.
I
I didn't like it as much as you did, but I thought it was okay. 8-minute warning. I started my omnibus addiction 1 year ago, and I just began my comic addiction by picking up the new Ultimate Spider-Man and Blood Hunt.
Yay!
Dude, that Blood Hunt has like
yeah,
over 50 issues.
Uh,
Good luck, brother. I may go on a little longer today because it is celebrating our 8-year anniversary. Not cheap things are awesome, like bragging rights. It wasn't cheap, man. When are we getting a Nextman by John Byrne? Oh, I think that's up to him. I know Dark Horse. Dark Horse had.
I can't. YouTube channel.
He never gave us his Elsewhen a legit ending. No, he just stopped. Yeah, he's got that right. He's John
It's the
Byrne.
hidden ears.
Watch tomorrow. They announce Omar's ever last. Yeah, probably.
Did you read Bruce Campbell's Sergeant Rock? Thoughts? Oh,
No,
that's
I
cool.
didn't. I want to.
I like Bruce Campbell. After the show's over, head over to Omni Dog's Vault. Hey, Omar, was Messiah Complex a worthwhile X-Men arc? Never read it.
Yes, it brought back the events. Sorry if you don't like events, but it did.
I just found the Phoenix cartridge in my Atari game storage box from back in the day. Original gamer. It's like
Galaxian, yeah.
Wow. The DuckTales NES game being online has been a great way to kill time. Oh.
It's online. You can play it for free. I've not read the Green Lantern run. I'm stoked. Oh, you're in for a treat.
Mr. Peabody found your channel last week and immediately subscribed. Did I miss you talking about the Godzilla Collection #1 already? Was interested in buying it. Thank you for subbing.
Thank you. I like your Majin Vegeta. Is that Majin Vegeta? It looks like Majin Vegeta. I haven't done an overview of it yet. I'm actually recording that tomorrow, so it'll be out sometime this week. This week.
Rescue Rangers.
Rescue Rangers was good, dude. I love that game.
Good. Yes. You come by your knowledge legitimately, Max. The current Superman Action Comics run from Dawn of DC has been great. Hope we get a new ongoing Supergirl comic before her film comes out in the DCU in 2026.
That's the Joshua Williamson stuff.
I was able to find Deadpool Minibus 1 at my local comic book shop. Yay!
Oh, that's been out of that one's out of print.
Yay! It's a lot of fun. It feels like classic Campbell, but him just having fun. Like not a fail script for a movie, just a man playing with the toys. Oh.
Did you see that Haley Bitewing is going to be the new issue of Super Pets coming out this year? I saw the previews of it. I really love the Kelly Thompson interview. Hope you see them back in the future. Oh yeah, Kelly's always welcome back. She was great.
How come the Batman 66 Omni doesn't collect all the issues?
I don't know. I didn't map it, then I don't have a contact that actually listens to me there for me to ask. The News Pooey channel with the alarms and stuff.
DuckTales is in the Disney Afternoon set on PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox, and Steam. It has both DuckTales, both Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck NES games.
I have the actual physical game on the PS3, I think, because I just love that game so much.
Donut Lord, don't mention toys. I don't need more temptation.
No, you do not. That's another rabbit hole.
My beautiful and magnetically charismatic Melanie, who Omar definitely does not deserve. What are you reading right now?
Wrong
wait,
with you?
Is your mom cooking something magnetic? Since you always say it's whatever you call me when she's cooking.
Yeah, what are you
see.
reading?
So, Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, and I like Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli's relationship in the book. I wouldn't read the book honestly if I don't love the movies. Like that helps me through some parts. So I'm like, yeah, it's kind of boring. But yeah, I like the relationship in the Two Towers here at the beginning when they're trying to help save some hobbitses. And Fables. Oh, I read that like one day. Fables Deluxe, Volume 16.
Oh, you read that in one day. You were so
so
excited.
like, oh.
I didn't even
So I'm gonna be
open the
doing an overview
package.
of
You
it.
took it.
But I highly recommend it. Of course, it's not perfect, but I was satisfied. I had fun, and it's like coming home after all, just several years, like 6.5 years. I looked at when the last volume, Deluxe Edition 15, came out, which was after the single issue run had ended. But so basically 6.5, 7 years in between him finishing Fables and then, both of them, because they're both back, and the color artists. Is it the same inker? I think.
Buckingham?
No, the color artist is the same, but
I don't know.
I don't know if the inker's the same. But it's just, and I love Mark Buckingham. It's fun. It's fun. That's what I read. Yep.
Thank you for that. Omar should donate his Uncanny X-Men Volume 4
to the phenomenal AC is broke and
needs
to
to
round out his Claire.
You have volumes 1, 2, 3, and 5 then? Is that what you're saying? Where do you live?
What does a Purple Heart mean? Oh, I don't
know. I think it's Memorial Day, right? Maybe, perhaps.
I bet you the Wolf Among Us game would be fun.
Oh, you would like it.
Yeah. I should maybe after I'm done with Rebirth.
Saturday Morning Fan. I actually have that. I have the Cowabunga collection. Yeah. On the Nintendo Switch.
Cowabunga.
Oh, she likes purple. Okay. I have question. Is this bad? Within a span of a year, I've acquired 20 Omnis. No, that's not bad at all. Is Bruce still here? I wonder how many Omnis he acquired in 1 year, like his first year getting them.
Congrats.
On 8 years to everyone on AMC. Oh, not AMC. That's a channel. That's the American movie channel.
Classics.
Classic.
Omar, switching careers like this takes not only hard work, but a lot of courage, brother.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Omar's not American. I'm American now. I took a test and everything. They can't kick. They can't. Well, I mean, they could kick me out. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there is a Fables comic, and so.
Yeah. If you play the games, that's what it's based on. Absolutely.
Oh man. Oh, I love it so much.
So good, man. There was my buddy Omni Nation.
Hey,
what's up, Omni Nation?
Year. You're amazing.
The Omni Nation, love you too, brother. And one of the announcements, I'll be thinking of you when I'm recording it. And if you know what announcement I'm talking about. I ran out of space and I needed a new shelf. Oh, we have all been there. Yep. Batman 66 does not have all those meat issues, like meets Green Hornet, I assume because of right. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat, Bruce. Somebody else, Adam was saying that too, that it's a lot of licensed characters that they meet.
Oh no, Donut Lord ran out of space and needs a new house.
Oh, you need a new house.
Hey, Ted, how are you? Omar, any word on Appleseed getting the deluxe treatment?
Oh, one day, man. How can we not have Masamu Shiro's freaking Appleseed? Yeah, there are more things he did than really Ghost in the Shell. I'm not playing with you, brother. Now you can't say a word.
Oh, yay! I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm happy for you.
Good. Nobody should. I signed an NDA. Thank you, Melanie, for teaching Omar the English. So shut up. She did not teach me English. Technically, you were always American, considering Peru is America. Oh my gosh. I wish I could use my scanner's power on bar too.
Oh man.
Omar gets kicked out.
It's 1 o'clock.
I think you appreciate that. I'm gonna go
Omar
on just a
wants to
little
go
longer.
A little bit longer to celebrate 8 years.
I've been here for 8 years, so I wanted just
What's
to go on
the
just a little longer.
Best Mad Max movie.
The first one, the original. Although
Did I watch it?
we watched it together. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't, we didn't see like Beyond the Thunderdome or the sequel. And then we watched the new one
But
together.
yeah,
the new
like,
Mad Max. That's my second
Road
favorite.
Rage. It was an option for film studies class this year.
Furiosa looks pretty cool. Amanda and I will be reviewing that next week. 8 more minutes for 8 more years.
It's not still in the theaters.
It just opened.
It just opened?
Yeah.
I go see that.
I like that you called it Road Rage, which is what you have. You talking about Fury Road?
Oh, I don't remember what's
Road Rage is what you have when somebody cuts you off.
That makes sense for Mad Max. Sure, Road Rage, Fury Road. Okay, thank you, Josh.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, man.
I'm in Michigan. I have Uncanny X-Men Omnis 1 through 5.
Oh, so Michigan. So he's,
all right.
He's overseas.
Email me. Shoot me an email, Phenomenal AC.
I was able to give gifts to my cousin. I gave him Spider-Man 2099 Omni and Moon Knight Omni. He was happy because he wasn't expecting it. Oh, that's
really wonderful,
nice.
man. Yeah.
One of the first questions I asked was favorite Swedish comic. So to celebrate, I'm asking it again.
The ones that I've been sent, every single one of them. Thank you for sending me Swedish comics, you Swedish beautiful people. You.
Aww.
I don't remember any of them. Fables is so good, except for the Literals crossover. That was tough.
Yeah, I think I still liked it. It was my favorite.
I love Jack of Fables. Like the first half of Jack of Fables was awesome, but then when the Jack Frost story,
that was okay.
Not so good. There's a best Mad Max movie. Is it that one that is the least boring? Boy, Bar is just full of love this morning.
Simpsons Road Rage.
That was the video game. We're not getting an 8-hour live stream. Whew, that would be
Amanda
a lot.
said there wouldn't be a Reels Talk next week.
It's on Friday.
Okay.
It's on Friday.
Thank you, James.
Wednesday, I'm interviewing Sue Lee.
What do I need to read to understand how Revere Soups got blended with 52 Soups?
The crossover with Action Comics. Oh, what is that called? It's the crossover between Superman and Action Comics. Dan Jurgens wrote the other. Oh, it's what is it called? It happened in the Rebirth.
A day stream? Swedish fish?
That's it. An 8-day stream. Oh, let's do an 8-day stream. I gotta go to the bathroom, Melanie. Take over. We'll tag team it. We'll tag team it.
Leave it in the back.
Wait a minute. Where's
all of a sudden Wolby starts talking?
Where's the rest of Near Mint Collective? They were like, yeah, I'll be there. I'm just gonna text them. Lies.
We promised a view poll in the next Saturday stream like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding us.
We'll do that next time. Thank you for that.
I'm getting tired. I can't. That's too much thinking for right now.
Oh, you haven't eaten lunch either?
I think because school ended and it finally hit me, I don't know, today I've been really hungry. I ate extra today. I'm trying to catch up.
Once upon a time. Will do. What's the email? Phenomenal AC. How do you not know our email address? It's nearmintcon. Can you pull it up, my love? nearmintcon@gmail.com.
There it is.
There you go. That's our email address. nearmintcon@gmail.com.
I had to email you something this week, and I was like, is it near mint condition or is it near mint con?
The worst.
I had to spend a second to think.
No question.
Just a request. John, thank you for the super chat. Omar, opine for a moment on what you would tell that kid just coming over from Peru. What would you want him to know? And do you think he would ever believe just what it is you do for a living? Oh, gosh.
That kid from Peru that used to play with corn husks and pretend they were toys? I don't know, man.
Oh,
that's such a tough question to answer because a lot of people really, not everybody, but I've seen a lot of people crap on the US, and a lot of it comes from not living anywhere else. The world isn't the safest place, and I feel like, to me, at least, America is still the land of opportunities for a lot of people. Whether you were born here or you're trying to make it here. And I think it would be insane to tell my younger self, what I'd be doing and who I'd be married to. And talking to people online is just crazy, man. I can't even, I think, you know, I'm not saying America's perfect. We definitely have our flaws, but it is an amazing place to be doing something like this. And couldn't be doing this in Peru. We, like, oh my gosh, especially with my parents and how much money we have. Oh man, it's yeah. First of all, I would have to tell myself what YouTube is. Like, I'm like, wait, I'm talking to people all over the world on a machine. What is this internet you speak of? But yeah, man, it's insane. It's insane. I can't believe like what I do and what I get to talk about.
Josh is saying thank you for being the place where I can enjoy comics. Thank you, Josh. For
the thank you, chat. Buddy. And everybody go and check out Bang, Ballad of the Tiger. He's selling it directly if you want a physical copy.
And Bruce, oops, that's not it. Here we go.
You triggered me with X-Men Elsewhen. Then I went to eBay, $4.49. It wasn't that expensive for me, but oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, these things aren't cheap. Keep looking, Bruce.
I saw Dying Inside on the thumbnail, but isn't it out in September?
They were kind enough to send us a really early. It's called what is it? They called it like the printing sampler copy, just because we're interviewing the creative team behind it, and they wanted me to read it. It's not even finished. Guys, don't forget to vote in DC's Most Wanted Omnibus. You heard it from the man himself right here, Tiger Eyes. That goes for you too, Melanie. Yeah, you should go and vote.
Is New York Comic Con panel going to happen? If yes, what day, please? I can't miss it.
I don't know. I'm going to ask David. The first order of business is asking David if he would like to do a panel. I don't know if he would or not. He may not even be up there in New York when it happens. Most Wanted DC. Thank you for that.
And yeah, Josh or James, I'm sure you can.
James, can you post the link to Josh's Ballad of the Tiger? It's wonderful. If you haven't read it, it's a lot of fun.
Omar, ever asked Marvel about doing something for Trade Paperbacks 50th?
No, thank you so much for reminding me. I need to ask them if they have any plans for that. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Let's see. Camera condition, truth, justice, and better mapping.
Yes, that's a good channel name. I like that. Maybe you can go eat. I'll take it over just for a little bit, okay?
Okay. I'll leave when. I'll leave.
There it is. Ballad of the Tiger. Beautiful artwork.
Craig is going to vote for Aquaman, The Golden Age.
Are you serious? That's awesome. You're going to make my buddy Gio. I need to message Gio, make sure he votes too. I'm sure he's voted. I think he's voted already. I told him Inhumans is not part of it though, unfortunately.
One day you have a basement not just full of comics you want, anime and toys, but a loving house full of family and friends. Your pain is the foundation of so much happiness, but your kindness will soar more than you'll ever imagine. Dang, Josh, that was poetic.
It's deep. I'd have to understand what a basement is too. I'm like, it's a house under your house? What are you talking about? Have a great long weekend. That's right. It's Memorial Day weekend this weekend. A lot of people were off on Monday, so good on you all if you're off on Monday. James is spamming links. Mods ban him. Thank you, Final Shadow. Ew, Josh, since when are you nice? Bart.
At least the first two trades, the big trade would be great. Are you talking about
the Origins of Marvel, like those trades? I wonder if they do plan on that. Now, let me ask David if, I mean, everything has been solicited, so it's not like they can sneak something in there. Maybe last minute he can do something.
What would you tell your younger self about this really funny TV series about hilarious cat eating alien crash landing in the backyard of an ordinary American family?
Keep it out of your vocabulary. Never learn what ALF is what I would tell myself.
I swear, Omar, make sure Marvel doesn't print it in Humans Omni. Just like edging for nerds.
Yeah.
Hayden, I don't know why I gave you a country accent. You think DC will ever reprint Batman Venom for people that missed it?
I hope they do it justice and give us something like a big collection, including a bunch of other stories from that era. That's what's really lacking. Venom only had like two. I think it was only been printed twice.
I didn't know that was a thing. Did I know that was a thing?
It's not a fight against Venom. It's the Venom, like what Bane uses. Okay. That's where it was introduced. Okay. Batman gets addicted to it, and then he's Batman, so he's like, I can't be addicted to anything. I'm Batman.
Right. Let's see.
Whitsun Bank Holiday in the UK. I have 7 nominees on the way this week. I got Daredevil Companion, Wolverine 2, Deadpool and Cable, Gwenpool, Amazing Spider-Man 5, and Black Panther. Oh, that's awesome.
Gio voted for Aquaman.
My man. Legends of the Dark Knight needs an Omni. Thank you, Kane. That's what I'm talking about.
Do you think we could see a remapped Omni of Flashpoint ever?
No. I know that's like a straight up no, but not in a long time. Not until we get somebody with passion and love in those departments that actually cares about, like, and I'm not saying they don't. I think it's mapped. I think it's mapped in publishing order perfectly. In reading order, not so much. But some people like it. Some people like everything in between issues the way it was originally released. To me, collected editions are about giving somebody the best reading experience. So, I disagree a lot of the time with what Marvel and DC mappings do. And sometimes I strongly, like the next Nick Spencer Omnibus, Volume 2, perfectly, beautifully mapped. That is the exact same way I would have mapped it. And I'm not saying my way is the way, but I think like that's the best reading experience when you have issues that are intertwined where they belong. Not all the way in the back, but also you don't want every crossover issue in between the big events either. Hey, Richard, how are you? Had to work. Hope you both are well. Hope you have wonderful Memorial weekend. Thank you, buddy.
And going back to King's Workhouse question about comics helping you with a lesson or such. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Anant.
Kingsburg, I love freaking Batman Venom. Help me get sober on my addictions. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's just great. Why is Spider-Verse mapping so good compared to other events?
I'm not patting myself on the back, but that is the one event that people were like, Omar, can you please make sure that Marvel maps this properly? Unlike the unreadable Spider-Verse oversized hardcover. So I emailed David twice to remind him. I'm like, can you please make sure that they map it? They actually give you a mapping guide, and it would be nice to have the omnibus map that way. And they did. And I don't know, I'm not saying I had any part of that, but maybe a little bit, because like, you patted me on the back. Thank you, baby. Because I care about people's reading experience. I care about people spending this much money on something and, getting it the way they want it. Right now, I'm emailing David and the team about, I'm sorry, that makes me sound like I work for them. I'm emailing Marvel about the dust jacket designs of Avengers Volume 2, because there is a red spine one, but it doesn't match the previous one. And I'm hoping they can change it. At the end of the day, it is their business, and they can be like, whatever, dude. Or they can be like, oh, well, let's maybe change one of them. So I'm hoping that they do, though, for the people that like to collect everything and look nice on the shelf. The hardcover
of X of Swords.
They don't really reprint oversized hardcovers. Maybe. No, I want to say no right now.
We'll reach 100K.
Oh yeah, we'll have
What should it be like while
we'll do a stream party at night.
Oh, we're always way behind on it though, so it's all good.
And then we'll have a big giveaway, because we love you all, and I would not be here without you all. And if I had the funding, I would send every one of you something. So that's why we do the giveaways, right? And open up to international waters. I say international waters. That is the right way of saying it, to say across the world, right? Doesn't matter where you live. Mailing
I like it when you said
international waters when I was talking about Canada.
You said if you live internationally. Yes, I suppose everybody does live internationally, no matter what country you're in.
Hit the like button. Yes, thank you so much for that reminder.
24-hour stream. Heck, Vardo.
I can do it. And then I need to take the next day off, so y'all better super chat me enough to balance that out, please. Mr. Worldwide. That's me.
Bar doesn't live in the sea.
Oh my gosh. Bar actually won something. Remember that? And she was like, man, and she was all like, you got to make sure you do it this way. You got to make sure you send the package. I was like, okay, I got it. I'll send you the package. I'll follow your instructions. I'm a child of the 90s. Grew up on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, animated TMNT, Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman series, but can never afford any comics. What are your top 5 must-own omnis for a new collector? I've actually done a video on that. Like top 5 best DCs, top 10 best DC omnis, top 10 best Marvel omnis for new collectors. It changes because I actually did it last year because some books are now out of print and some books have come back into print. Gotham Central, Annihilation, those are excellent. Uncanny X-Men 3. I think that's still in print. Batman Animated is out of print. Gotta go with Batman Scott Snyder. Batman Scott Snyder Omnibus. And if you're a fan of Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Compendium
I like
1.
turtles.
Compendium 1.
Okay, baby. Now my leg's starting to hurt, so I will.
You go upstairs. I'm gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
I love you.
Thank you guys so much.
I'll be on 15 more minutes.
Thank you guys so much for always making Saturday mornings awesome.
I'll be up in a minute, baby.
I'm gonna bring cable with me.
I gotta wrap up. I'll stay on for like until 1:30. Thank you, Omar Melanie, for a great stream. Everyone, have a good weekend. You can stay. You can stay and watch me. I like Ninja Turtles. So, Omar, for 100K, are you saying you will be runting a special? Shut up. Can I sound like that? Bro, where's Sugar Man? Omar, in X-Men 97, if Forge and Bishop do what Forge and Banshee did. Oh, yes, son. Yes. Who would you like to see the X-Men in the present time as the others are spread across time? Well, I'm hoping that it's some of the characters that are on the board. But if I'm dead serious, like I'd love to see Emma Frost leading the team. Characters like Shadowcat would be awesome to see. Characters like Longshot, but that's just wishful thinking on my part. But I like to see like Iceman and Archangel come back, since I think that's still canon, right? That they were still part of the original team. I'd like to see other characters, maybe like an Avenger character, join the team. And I'm sure a lot of people, probably majority of people, want to see like somebody like Deadpool be on the team. Ball Smith is in that X-Men 3. Just wow. Yes, it is. Beautiful artwork. So is God Loves Man Kills. The Hunk Mars. Thank you so much, Hayden. Have a great weekend, Melanie. Have a nice weekend, Melanie.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tina's gone. Melanie gone. Now it's just me. All you get is me. Thanks, everyone, for all of the feedback. Looking forward to building my collection. Oh, you have fun with that, man. And that was Mage and Vegeta on your cover there, right? Surprised they didn't line up Uncanny X-Men reprints with those show. Well, the other thing that happens is that they don't know. They're not aware of what's coming from the MCU. Sometimes things just happening and it's perfect kismet, right? Sometimes, like the She-Hulk show coming had nothing to do with those books except, had something to do with the two last books, but the John Byrne book and the Savage She-Hulk book and the Dan Slott book, those books were like, they were already on the docket before the She-Hulk show was announced. When the She-Hulk show was announced, that's when we got the Peter David Hulk. We always get top this and top that. I want you to put you into work, Omar. You want to put me in work. Okay. What are the middle 10 omnis out of the 3,000 omnis you have? The middle 10. The middle 10? And you want me to document the process on the, thank you, Philip. Love you, buddy. Middle 10. What are middle of the road omnis that everybody, like most people love or some people hate? And I think like, they're good enough. Oh man, I may get hate for this, dude. At least you didn't say bottom 10, because you know I don't like to speak negative on things. Unless people want to know my honest opinions about books. I don't know. I think like middle of the road, if I wasn't a completionist, like middle of the road. Yeah. Some of the X-Men omnis, man. Oh, dude, like I think Fatal Attractions is middle of the road for me. I know it means a lot to a lot of people. They're like, oh man, Fatal Attractions is awesome. I just thought it was okay. So Fatal Attractions is one. Probably something like Jason Aaron's Wolverine. I need to think it's great or not, because it's just okay. Such a good question, brother. Spider-Man by Nick Spencer. I didn't think it was phenomenal. I didn't think it was crap. I thought it was just okay. What's another one? Van Omnibus by Donny Cates. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I also don't think it's garbage. Justice League New 52. Middle of the road. I'm middle about it. Let's do another DC. What's another DC book? Oh, the Brian Ezra. No, I like that run. I really like that run. No, I did not like Grant Morrison's Superman. So that would be on the bottom somewhere. Oh, now we're getting tough. Now it's getting tough. Come on, DC. What's a D? Oh, middle of the road. Red Hood and the Outlaws. I don't hate it as much as some people, and I don't love it. It's just there. It's got good artwork though. I'm honestly surprised they went that route with that book. Captain America by Rick Remender. Didn't love it. Didn't hate it. Middle of the road. How many is that? 6? 7? That's 7, right? I need 2, 3 more. 3 more. Star Wars by Aaron. People love that book. Other people don't like it. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Dead honest. That's 8. 2 more. Come on, Omar. You got this. Did I say a Batman book? What's a Batman book that I think is middle of the road? Middle of the road for me for Batman would be something like Rise and Fall of the Batman. People love that book. So much so we talked about it on our Evergreen. I think it's great, but I don't think it's top for me. Now one more. I'm trying to think. I think I've done more Marvel than DC. So let's go back to DC. Superman hasn't gotten a lot of love. Like, I'm surprised. DC Final Crisis. There we go. Final Crisis. Some people hate, some people love. Me, middle of the road. There you go. There's my final answer, man. I hope that was good enough, Philip. You had me thinking, man. You did make me work, brother. What are your least favorite Burn stories? Now you're making me think. I really like John Byrne. I wasn't the biggest fan of Next Men. I wasn't a big fan of his Doom Patrol. And I'll give you one more. What's one that I did not dig that he did? Probably after Claremont left, and he did. Well, no, he didn't do the plot. He did the dialogue. Justice League. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of his Justice League. Best on YouTube. Hit the like button and subscribe. Well, thank you for that, phenomenal AC. Aaron Wolverine is such a great character study for me. I love. See, some people love it. I just think it's great. Opinions on and expectations on Hickman Wolverine. Dude, it's Hickman and Capullo. I love Capullo's artwork. I've been a fan of Capullo when he was on Quasar. So long before McFarlane scooped him up. Yeah, I'm hyped. Can't believe we're talking top 10 mid-omnis. I can't. Omar, when are we getting the Peter or David Gabriel interview? Anytime he's ready. Maybe when I get to 100K. Fingers crossed, he's like top 10 for. It's not top 10, but it's one of the most ridiculous omnis that I like. You're right, Adam. I guess JLA was part of his Doom Patrol. His Fourth World. I wasn't the biggest fan of his Fourth World. So there we go. There's your other answer. Do you remember the first Omni you bought because you couldn't read it at all as a kid? Oh, that's a great question, brother. It wouldn't have been X-Men because I've read all that. It had to have been maybe something from DC. Was one that I got. Oh, any of the Golden Age stuff. I think it was Golden Age Superman or maybe Batman. Yeah, one of those. U.S. Midwesterners and nice and sunny today. Get your outdoors activities in today. Tomorrow could be stormy if a tornado comes. Just read an omni in the basement. Oh, I hope everybody stays safe. Something is killing the children. Always pops up in my must-read searches. No idea what it is. Is it any good? Yes. If you can stomach kids being hurt. Hence the title, Something is Killing the Children. Very graphic when it comes to the gore in that. So it's about monsters in the real world that are killing and feeding on children, and a bad but morning stream monster hunter named Erica Slaughter, who wears that mask. She can see them. Like, adults can't see them. Sometimes the kids can't see these monsters. It's freaking great. Fourth World is good by Jack Kirby. John Byrne's take on his Fourth World was just okay, I thought. Or not one of my favorites, sorry. Hey, Omar, do you know of the direct market of the Bagley? Oh, I asked for that. Didn't I? Did I ask for that? Oh, I need to email them back. Let me find out. It should be wrapped around. Something actually killing children. It's not a spoiler. I hope for more Star Wars Legends Omnibus announcements soon. They had to move one, but there's still one announcement that is a Star Wars Legends announcement. I haven't said anything. What is the best and worst thing for you when you go to Comic-Con events? The best thing is getting to like people coming up to me and recognizing my voice or recognizing me, and that is amazing. Amazing. That never gets old. The worst thing is forgetting that to have fun. Because I take it so seriously, like I'm here to network, I'm here to work. I'm here to shoot video. Yeah, and forgetting to have fun, to sit back and say, oh, man, enjoy the convention. Go to some panels. Go and like walk around the convention floor. So yeah, that's on. Which cover do you like for World War Hulk, Omni? That's a tough choice because I like both Michael Turner and David Finch. Turner draws a super sexy, super hunk Hulk, and some of the characters in the back, you know, artist, like the editor was like, draw these characters, and he was like, I don't even know what these characters look like anymore. So they're honestly, they don't look like the characters did at that time. Finch, I think Finch's cover, it's awesome. Are you still doing the private consultation on Patreon? I am, and currently sold out. I wish I could open up more slots, but every time somebody leaves, I do open up a slot. But it's time, right? It's like you have, it's like 30-minute consultations, and then with the amount of people that are on it, that adds up really quick. So that's why. I saw the Logan fan film. Somebody was asking me on Wednesday if I had seen it. Please ask Marvel to reprint the Inferno Omnibus. I beg you. There are some reprints that were not in our reprint poll that they're reprinting. So I think, you know, they are aware of the popularity of X-Men 97 and other things that are happening as far as celebrations. So I think that something like that will come one day. Because, you know, it's out of print. I don't know if they would. It just went out of print though, like last year. So that I like to say yes, but you know, they take our top 20 seriously. So let me get to a couple more questions here. What is my favorite Hellboy universe story? That's a tough one. I really like The Third Wish. I like The Wild Hunt. I like I think Hellboy in Hell is amazing. The Storm and the Fury, solid. Pancakes this is awesome. Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4 rumor, Matt Gargan is Scorpion, then becomes Venom. Your thoughts? Sure. Is Sony still doing this? Omar, how did you decide on the 11 a.m. start time? I thought it was like somewhere in the middle between like America, like yeah, people in California get up at 8, and then like some of my European watchers still being late at night. So somewhere in the middle. If I did it like too early, people from overseas couldn't join. If I did it too late, then definitely a lot of people from overseas couldn't join. Omar, any update if Marvel will reprint Origins of Marvel? No update on that. Somebody was just asking about that, but I really need to ask them if they're going to. Have I read the Black Hammer, including the spinoffs? Every single one of those. What are your overall thoughts on the series? How does it compare to other Jeff Lemire stories? It's a lot different than most Jeff Lemire stories. Will you still cry when you read some of them? Absolutely you will. But solid. I really like it. I mean, it's up there with me with at least, okay, for me, it's up there with something like Descender and Ascender, which I couldn't remember the dang name of. What is my favorite go-to food? Oh, man. My mom's seco. It's like a pork dish. Oh, I love that stuff. Or papa la huancaína. But if I'm having a rough day, I got to eat something unhealthy. Gas station hot dog with a Big Red and Cheeto Puffs. I guess I haven't had a rough day in a long time because it's been a couple of years I've done that. You have great taste. Pancakes is one of the best. What was my favorite or my first comic I read digitally? I tried to read Berserk digitally because they were having more chapters in Japan, and then I couldn't do it. I'm like, no, you know what? Miura deserves this, and I deserve better than this. So that's the first one I tried to read. I know Bo DeMayo isn't the head writer on X-Men past season 2, but the team they have on can carry the series. Oh, yes. And I'm glad that he himself took it to social media to say it takes more than one person, so it's not just me, to make the series a success. Is there anything that Marvel won't reprint? Gunslinger. Oh, anything that's licensed. Conan, right? what's the other book? The Stand, of course, because that's part of the Stephen King books. John Carter of Mars, I think it's one that they can't reprint either. Any news on the Hulk by Bruce Jones Omni? No news, brother. No news. Sorry. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and watch those breaking news. Who knows, one day. Subway Eat Fresh. Do you read any current ongoing series? My wife makes me read, and I say makes me because she really likes them. Ultimate Spider-Man and Transformers. Those are the ones that I read. Thanks for the extended stream. Congrats on 8 years. Oh, I got to wrap up. Let's do 3 more questions. Ooh, look at this question. I don't get this at all. Top 5 favorite anime for you. All right, anime all time. Taking Topic Gurren Lagann. Oh, just anime though. Tenchi Muyo, the original OVA. Although Tenchi TV was good too. Ranma. I gotta go with Ranma over Lum. I love Lum and Maison and Koku, but Ranma just was so catchy. I love it, man. Gunbuster. Were you doing TV, OVA, or movies? Anything? Oh, then that becomes hard when you have to add the movies because I got to throw in like something by Satoshi Kon or Studio Ghibli. Okay, I'm just gonna go TV shows then. So Gunbuster's an OVA, so let's take that out and replace it with Paranoia Agent, Satoshi Kon. Wonderful. And oh man, now this is when it gets hard because I have a spot for one more. Cowboy Bebop. Final answer. So see that loophole? I didn't do any anime movies or any anime OVAs. Hope Indiana Jones will have some Omnis by Marvel someday. Me too. You know, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Ultimate Spider-Man is good, dude. Have you ever read comics online illegally when there was no option to buy them? No judgment. Oh, absolutely. When I could, like, when there wasn't a digital distribution for, or the comics weren't available digitally. It was just scans. Yeah. Because a lot of those comics were out of print. A lot of, I say out of print. They were long gone and way too expensive. So that's how I read, like, some of the early issues of, what was it, Justice League, I think, the JLA stuff that I missed. Yeah. What are you doing this Memorial Day? I have no plans, brother. I am working. So it's okay. Don't feel bad for me. I read comics for a living. I'm working. You all enjoy your weekend, though. I think it's great that you all get an extra day off, if you do. Thanks for the stream, Omar. Have a great weekend. And same to everyone in the chat. Have a wonderful Memorial weekend. And Excelsior to everyone. Who should direct the live-action streaming service of Berserk? Why would you do this to me? Who would understand Berserk? And dang, that's a tough one. I was gonna joke and say Michael Bay. Man, this is tough. I need somebody there that actually cares about characters and knows how to drive a story. I'm going to go with Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan, final answer, okay? Feel sorry. Who wouldn't want a job like that, hermano, right? That's what I'm saying, man. It's amazing. Everybody, that's it for me. I gone just a little bit over. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Smash that like button on the way out and check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They're having a huge Dark Horse comic sale. Books up to 50, 60, 75% off. Tell them the Make Condition sent you their way for books for your free shipping on your next order after your first one. And that's it. Do I have another live stream? No, not yet. Not, okay. That's it, everybody. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. Oh, Robotech, that's a good one. That changed my life when I was a kid.